that same old startup screen glow, blowing dust off a gray game logo. Saturday stacked in a plastic case, sleepover scores we can't erase. Kirk's got stats like a cheat sheet code, and he's got jokes from the late night shows. Top 4 takes from a childhood stash, argue till the credits crash. Welcome to my nostalgia therapy. Top 4 reasons I still feel 16. Pixel hearts and worn out TVs. Play it back, let it all come clean. Laughing like we never had to leave. Hit subscribe to the Kid and Me. Every week's another memory. Yeah, this is my nostalgia therapy.
This is Rushmore Show, where it's all about your top 4 and nothing more. We got 5 people in the chat. Say hello, hit the like button. We're talking Sega Master System or the Mega Drive tonight, depending on where you're located in the world. But we're going to talk our top 4 Sega Master System games of all time. Got a bunch of things to announce today. We are finishing up the summer. We are 2nd episode into video games, and it's the video game convention of the year. Southeast Gaming Exchange. I'm rocking the shirt. We will be there this week, me and Retro Cannon. Andy won't be able to make it, but we'll be out there, and I get to preach this week. So if you're in the Greenville area, come and check out the little message. And I'm stalling, of course, and I just had it. Andy, where'd it go? There it is. So we're doing the Redemption Isn't Dead, Nerd in the Word, and come and visit, man. So church is at 11 on Sunday, but we'll be there all weekend, and hanging out, and we'll be hanging out with our guest and a few other people. If you're in the Greenville area, definitely come check that out. And if you can't make it to Greenville, we'll be live here on all these same platforms you're watching right now. Andy, camp was amazing. We were off last week, and I had a good time. We should have won. There's 13 people in the chat. Everybody in the chat say green team really won. Put that in the chat right now.
You got robbed for sure.
Yeah, we were there.
Yeah. We were there. It was a fun, man. It was great. It was a great time.
We should have won just on principle because you left something at camp.
Yeah. You know, when you go somewhere and you pack all this stuff, and then you're like halfway home, you're like, what did I feel like I left something behind. I left my beard, if you didn't notice. Actually, I didn't leave my beard. I donated it to our guest tonight. But we, our kids, I put a challenge in front of them. I said, if you raise $3,000 for missions this week, which is a crazy goal because it was the smallest camp that we've done.
Let's say hello to some people too, by the way.
I let my beard get shaven on stage, and my wife did that. The kids raised $3,500. Pretty awesome. $3,500 for missions is a great thing, man. Hey, there's 12 of you in the chat. Kevin, my buddy Kev, is in the house. Kevin, can't wait to hang out in like 3 weeks. Hey yo. Hey, look, our guest is here along with his podcast, and Shamalama. I don't know. Shamden thing. I don't know how to say that, but welcome in. Hello. And yeah, let's get this thing going. So we're talking top 4 Sega Master System games of all time. If you are my age, this was in our childhood. I think 85, 86. This is when the Master System really kind of came out. But our guy is going to educate us for sure tonight. I have a very interesting list, and I think yours is more interesting. Oh, by the way, Andy, good job on your documentary on Pokemon Snap. But that's a cool little thing. If you haven't seen the documentary for that, go to Instagram and go to our TikTok. I just started putting out some more TikToks. Random TikToks.
Starting to do a little TikTok, more TikTok content.
I've been reading.
Look, there's Stitch. and Facebook. I think TikTok's coming up. Facebook page, Facebook group. We're in both of those. Facebook group is the Summit Squad, and maybe TikTok's next. I don't know, but let's get this thing going. We're talking top 4. I don't have the video ready. Hopefully you do. But top 4 Sega Master System games of all time. Let's do it. Well, let's get this thing going. 16 of you are in here, but we were more of 8-bit today, right? I think not. 16-bit is, I don't know. But our guy will educate us. Sega. Bring out our guy, Owazrim. Hey, look, if you're 18 in the chat, say hello and tell us your favorite Sega games of all time. Master System. Sega Master System games of all time. But let's get our guy Owazrim out here. I've been friends with Owazrim for about a year and a half, 2 years. Ironically, he's friends with several of the people in the Culture Box, which is kind of maybe how we got connected or intertwined. But Andy, you said you donated your beard to him. I think he took every bit of what I have left too. I mean, he looks like Hagrid. But yeah, let's get Owazrim out. And let's talk about Siege, which he likes to call it Siege. And yeah, I talked with Austin on our show, and he says Siege. No, so it's kind of like GIF or
really
GIF.
It's
kind of like GIF or GIF. You know what I'm saying?
It's GIF, but
the
graphic interchange format.
The creator of it says GIF, but nobody wants to believe that guy. The creator says Siege, but you're not believing that guy. Okay.
There's no I anywhere in there. We're not sieging the castle. We're not sieging the convention. The first year I went was the Sega theme. And so look at SEGE and say it like you're saying Sega, but replace the A with an E.
Sega. Okay, well, whatever.
So that's where I went. But see, I needed a little bit more beard length, so thank you all for providing it to me.
Look at that.
You know, it's about almost 2 years old.
So tell us a little bit about Owazrim. Why that name? Why are you on that channel? Why Sega? Tell us all about your little niche corner of the internet and what you got coming up or what you're doing. I know I watched you play a lot of Expedition 33, and then you played Phantasy Star, a few other games here or there. Tell everybody what your little neck of the woods is, and tell them about your podcast too, the Sega Dudes.
Sega Dudes podcast. It's just something a friend and I started, and we've been kicking it off and on the last 2 years, I think. We're trying to give it a bit more of a go, and we just discuss news and different things about Sega and just what's going on in the gaming and retro world and the things that affect us as collectors and as general gamers. And the name Owazrim has no meaning. I just hit some keys on the keyboard when I was coming up with a name and changed a few things around, and Owazrim is what it was, and it seems to fit. I like it. It's different.
It's very wizard-like.
Yes. But like I love to play Sega stuff. I grew up on the Sega Genesis. It was my first console. I've got my childhood Genesis in the box right up here. It doesn't get played much anymore because I have another one, so that one's being kept as a backup. But I stream, make video content, and I've been making Sega Master System, because this year is the 40th anniversary for the Sega Master System.
40.
Oh.
So I was right. 86.
Yep, it was released in 86, 85 in Japan, and I think there was some test market 85.
And then you had like the Sega 1000, 1002, all the other jazz.
The SG-1000, the Mark, which is technically I guess like the Mark 1, and then the SG-1002, which was just a repackaged SG-1000. The Mark 3 is the Japanese Master System. But
even Davey knows the old Sensei Owazrim. Look at that. Dave Galaxy Official, Sega Sensei. Hey, Siri, what constitutes hate speech? What?
That Go to Kevin's comment.
Oh, let's go. Let's roll back.
If you had Siri, it would have been spouting something.
I
Top 4 SMH. Which is 3 top games than the Nintendo 64 has? Fantasy Zone, Wonder Boy 3, Golden Axe Warrior, and of course, Phantasy Star. Sega Master System, which has 3 more top games than Okay.
That's a bit rough. I would say, like, you have 24 N64 games, and you could have the cream of the crop for the N64.
Yeah, well,
Kevin
and AMD have a long-standing relationship on the Nintendo 64.
He's famously wrong, and it's okay to be wrong. And you just
64 hate speech equals 64 has more than one good game. Oh, I see. If somebody says that they have more than one good game, then it's okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see. What is the one game? What is the one game?
Star Fox 64.
I think it's probably Mario 64. Which one are you picking, Kevin? What's the number 1?
It's gonna be GoldenEye.
Yeah, I don't know if it's GoldenEye for him.
He might be for Kevin. I'm not saying it is.
It might actually be for GoldenEye for him. Super Mario 64 is a go.
There's no competition with that. That's it. Argument's over. N64 is the GOAT because it has.
I loved every time in the comic books, like, because how the source material they use for that game. Because remember all the time that Superman just flies through rings, like through the city.
All the time, constantly. Anytime he has to go anywhere,
stuck to the story. It's great. It's so good.
And he has to act like he has no sense of direction, no idea where he's going.
Yeah,
keep it interesting.
Training. He's got a tutorial every time he fights the next bad guy. Anyway, there's way more
bad guy in that game.
But tonight we're not talking 64. Much to the love and admiration of Kevin here. We are talking about a system that, Kirk, we talked about it. Ask me how many times that I have picked up this system and played it.
Do you even know what it looks like?
No, ask me the question that I asked you. Though.
Oh, how many times have you picked it up and played it?
None of the times.
Nana time?
Not one of them. This will be a fun list tonight. Even in the RPG game, I've at least played an RPG before. So, we're going to have fun with this one. I can't wait to explain my picks.
Hey, how many Switch games have you played?
Not one of them. Actually, no. I've played like
that's coming up in a few weeks as well.
I've played one game on the Switch ever. So that's where I'm.
So that one's going to be on your list, and then
as long as it isn't Mario Odyssey.
Well, the thing about the Switch is there's games that, like, I feel like you could play on the Switch that weren't made for the Switch. Like, there's the whole catalog of Nintendo. For Sega, yeah, we're in a different world here. So we're gonna have fun tonight, though. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. So, man, with that said, we flipped the coin backstage, and Owazrim, since you're the only guest, you are going first tonight.
All right.
But before we get started, you got to give us your criteria. Obviously, you're a Sega guy. You enjoy the Sega. I enjoy Sega too. I just never played this system.
Hey, look, Drake Tungsten's here, which is a Retro Rewind podcast gold member, right? And he's also a gold member over at Owazrim.
Yeah.
So
and he says that there was 2 good games on the N64. So Star Fox,
we've already established it. Superman 64,
Mario. Well, you just have to ignore Superman because that's the obvious choice. You don't go with the obvious choice.
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of like it's unfair at this point.
I mean,
you can start on the Master
We've
System
already done this show, so I at least found 8. But yeah, we'll get going.
Stack right here.
Yeah, so that's cool. I got my little system here. Sonic. No, I'm sorry. Alf
the best game ever. Like, I don't even know where we're going over top 4 because Alf is the cream of the crop.
We're getting the show right now, guys. All right.
When it comes to the Master System, we're done.
Want to say goodnight like we always do?
Look who's here. I am Keith Courage. Keith.
What's up, Keith Courage?
Keith, hopefully you can come and watch 11 a.m. Sunday in the panel room. I'm going to be at Siege doing
a message, and I think you might be able to make it. But if not, hey, Religious Fanboy and Drake and all you guys, thanks for being here. We're talking Sega Master System games. Also, we plan to be at the service before we leave. Yes. So let's break bread, and while we're down there and take some pictures and hang out. I could probably get both my arms around your waist now. He's losing all that weight, dude. He's running like every day. He's making us look
old and decrepit.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get motivated looking at him. So, anyways, let's talk about Sega Master System games. Top 4 Sega Master System games of all time, but you have to give your criteria. Your criteria is why these games. Obviously, you were raised and grew up on it. Your list might be askew from the normal list because you have a little bit of a deeper dive. And so tell us why you picked this list.
Well, for one, since y'all are probably going to stick with
60
games
LBs
that were released
LBs
in
down.
the U.S. So here's ones that were U.S. games that I'm not going to mention. So I'm going to stick to stuff that was released overseas, stuff that we didn't get here for the most part.
Oh man, you're eating into mine now.
Oh, what? Really?
No, just kidding. Just absolutely.
No. I was like, oh, ChatGPT must have failed you then. You know what? I'm gonna go number 4, and the criteria is just like it's a fun game. You can sit down, you can play it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever you got. You can sit down and play it, and you can have fun with these games. Like they are worth playing.
I love that.
So this one, I don't have it complete, is Dragon Crystal. It's like Fatal Labyrinth on the Genesis or the Mega Drive, but I actually like this version better. There is a fog of war on all of the levels. Like you're going through a labyrinth, and they change every time you're going through it. So it's never the same game twice. But you pick up weapons and armor and scrolls, and you don't know what they are until you either use them or there's a trick that you can throw them, and then when you pick it up again, you'll know what it is. But Dragon Crystal, it is just a blast to play.
Hey, 3 good nerds just in the house.
Yeah, I've never, obviously, I'll just say it now because it'll probably apply to everything. Not heard of this game, but what I will say is one thing that I looked up is interesting box art for most of these games on this console. Like they all had the
grid.
Same kind of grid whatever thing.
Oh, I got poisoned in 1 second of the game. But
I did find that there was like Japanese releases for it, and then US, and it feels like the US release was like, oh, we need a picture, and somebody just like drew something. It was like, there you go, and like the Japanese one is like beautiful art.
Yeah, I can go grab. There's some Mark III carts right there.
Yeah.
Grab some examples.
Yeah, so it is pretty interesting.
I died already.
Get good.
You just
Get good. Is that Japanese? Is that a Japanese box?
I don't have any Japanese boxes on hand, like right at hand, but I can, like I said, I can go back and grab some.
It looks kind of
It's actually like I think it's kind of considered one of the earliest, if not the earliest, like roguelites, because of how random. Like it's random all the time, every time. It's so nice, but it's also very punishing because you can be playing for an hour and you pick up a weapon or you didn't gain enough levels from the previous areas, and so you're like, ooh, I can't defeat this creature. It's killing me. I can't find food. I'm dead. Time to start over. Unless you get enough gold, you get to buy continues. That's what money is for.
It looks like, and again, I'm not playing the game. I'm just looking at the images of it. It just reminds me of like Zelda, overhead, just that overhead, whatever. I mean, obviously it's a little bit, the sprites are different, everything's different there, but yeah, looks fun.
Do U.S. games. So the thing is, this is just in a dust sleeve. This is the size of the actual cases.
Oh, I see.
So this is the loose cart, but I bought a sleeve from Video Games Dust Sleeves. I put it in there because when you put it on the shelf, now you can see what it is. And how's it going, Barry?
Barry
what I'm doing.
Slice. They had to name him twice.
Yeah. So it's kind of a fun game. What's up, San 1998? Yellow is better. I guess that's talking about the green.
What
that we were talking about earlier? Mountain Man, happy Thursday.
Don't mind him. He's my cohort on the Sega Dudes podcast.
Oh yeah. I love that guy. He's I'm entertained. I was watching where he was talking about Nintendo doing deodorant the other day.
Yeah, we did the episode with that for the Mario Galaxy movie.
Mm-hmm. That's why it looked different, says Keith. And Barry times 2. Justin, what's up? Says Barry, back to good nerds. So 3 good nerds and 2 berries. It's a whole lot of stuff. And it's a cool game. You know what I'm gonna say though? I played a lot of Sega today. I played a couple of different games, and nearly every game that I played the controls were so 80s, right? They're
like a good YouTube channel.
Press up for a jump instead of a button. Press a button on the next game for one, but it's the wrong button. Very slippery. I'm trying to fight something, and before I can even get it out, I'm like 5 more things down, and I get killed. That's what I spent a lot doing today, playing the games. I was like, these games are fun, but it takes a while to get used to just the old controls. And one of the things that I saw with this is learning the controls. So the creatures move the same direction you move with what's going on here.
It's
so if I go left, they go left. If I go right, they go right. If I go up, they go up. So you have to it's one of those games like Snake or whatever, where you have to figure out how to get away from them the right way. Yeah. But otherwise, it's a pretty cool game. Considering this is 8-bit or whatever equivalent back in the day in the 86. As a 86, I'm 8. I would love this. I would just absolutely love this game. I'd eat this up. So cool game, man.
Still a lot of fun. And so just to I didn't grow up with the Master System. I got my first Master System about 9 years ago, I think.
Really?
So yeah, and I just went headlong into it because it was so awesome. Because unlike the NES, I got to explore it
like this. Like the menu is a button instead of select.
Yeah,
I'm trying to hit the button to fight, and I keep going to the menu.
Yeah, but it was just it's something neat to go into something almost blind and be able to find games and be like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Why does nobody talk about this game? And I'd say Dragon Crystal and all my other picks would fall in that category.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting educated tonight for sure. So, Kirk,
I like how you find new places by just randomly going to the walls. That's kind of cool.
And the different stuff in the background, there's knights, there's mushrooms. So the background changes. When you go into the room, the fog of war vanishes.
I guess this egg following me around is a dragon.
Yep.
Eventually
he will hatch. I've never made it far.
So there's mushrooms and there's an egg that hatches that follows you around.
It is not Doshi.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Yeah, I was hoping we go for that. All right, Kirk.
Well,
we're gonna go to you now.
Let's jump into my games. So Sega Master System, just a little bit of experience. Number one, I actually, if Kevin's still on here, and Owazrim, you're putting out a video of a chat that we did back at the Augusta Gaming Expo. I have the little thing up there from David Bryan. He's going to be there, by the way, this week. Yeah. There's Kevin. I actually got a system from him that I talk about all the time, but another system that I actually got from him was a Genesis with a base converter. I'm pretty sure I got that from you, Kevin. I don't know where else I would have gotten it, but I had a Genesis with a base converter, and I talk about that in the chat that we had at Augusta Game and Expo. Other than that, I didn't really have too many Master System games. I had probably a small selection of like 3 or 4. There was a kid that he wasn't like on the top priority list of friends, but our neighborhood had like probably 50 kids. And there was this one kid, he kind of lived around the corner in this trailer that was in a different place than our neighborhood. And whenever we would go to his house, he had this big old thing of land. He's the only kid I knew, aside from Kevin, which I met Kevin in like 8th grade, 7th grade, that had a Master System. So all my original games before playing at Kevin's house or with that base converter, and anything that I've done here and along the way over the last 40-something years, was at that kid's house. Or they were arcade games that had been ported or whatever, and just whatever. So there's a lot of like where I was kind of pulling from. It's really hard to make a list of stuff you've never really played, but I did play a handful of these. I looked up, like on my thing here, there's 370 games. So I'm assuming that's like, I just pulled this one up. That's probably all the North American, all the European are on this thing, or most of them. And I played probably, 40 of them today. Played most of the big ones. And so my list didn't change, though. I actually added 2 to my honorable mentions, but my list is still the same, even though I played all those games today. So that's kind of where I'm going. My number 4 list is I forgot about Power Strike. Is what Kevin says. Yo, Purple Club, let's go. How's everyone? DJ Courageous, we got to schedule you. Music's coming up in September and October. Pick a Thursday in September or October. I know you want to come on for music. We'd love to have you. So just let me know. I guess the best way to contact is Discord for you, but Instagram's always really great for us too. So, or here, just get posted in the chat. Any Thursday, September or October. So my first on the list, I have a great memory about this arcade game. So that might give you a little bit. It's an arcade port, I guess. But I love this game. This game is let me get some specs on it. Let me pull my notes up. But the reason I have a little bit of history with this game, and it's really sunken in. My last day stationed in New Mexico, Andy, I was we went out partying and did some stupid things. I wasn't driving, but it was the first of 2 times in my life that I was in a car that actually flipped. And everybody survived, thank goodness. The guy in the back had a cut on his wrist. But we went to the hospital. He had to get some stitches. And when we left, we went to a buddy's house that was right there. We had never been to his house. So we were leaving right out of that hospital. And this guy had this arcade game there. And it flooded back memories. The guy at the trailer had this game. I just love playing this. I played it in the arcade. But I'm going with, and probably because I love fantasy, Andy, you know that. And I love Conan. I'm going to Rastan. And so I love this game. It's a, I have my notes right here. But Owazrim, I saw actually a video of you on your short, or somebody else. It was one of the games that somebody had got. And you're like, oh yeah, that's a great game. And I was like, heck yeah, that's a great game. Rastan, I guess that's how you say it. Is that how you say it, Owazrim? Rastan?
Say Rastan, but
yeah, yeah. So, anyways, I really love this game. I was actually playing this a little bit today, but it's so much fun. So, it's basically a side scroller kind of game, like any other side scroller platformer. But you're like a barbarian, a He-Man, Conan, if you will, and You get all these different weapons, much like many of the platforms of the day. You hit the little thing and a new weapon comes out. Each weapon gives you different stuff. And you're fighting all these like lizard guys and old like mythical creatures like a chimera and all this stuff. And it's the difficulty is pretty good. I played it today. I got to probably about the third or fourth level before I quit. But what you notice is it's very slippery, right? The jumps are a little different. He always walks around with his little thing like that and just whacking. But this is one of the arcade games that, in my mind, that I would want. And I mentioned it before. So my first pick is going to be Rastan. So let me pull out what. Andy, have you ever played Rastan?
You don't have to ask me those questions tonight.
Yeah, but it's an arcade game. I thought you might have played it in the arcade.
No.
That cover work is actually pretty good.
So
this is just not the games I was going to, man.
Yeah, Taito, 1987 in Japan and internationally. Obviously, side-scroller action platformer built around jump and swing. So that's another thing. The whole thing with these games is like very simple. It's jump, it's hit, it's press both buttons to do something else, and probably up for whatever. So this is just a really cool game. He's and Andy, I love fantasy. I love all that stuff. So kind of like
it looks super cool. It looks like a game I would play for sure. I just, again, like much of what tonight's going to be, it's not anything I've played.
Yeah, Owazrim, I saw you post to something on somebody else's thing. I think they got it on like a Video Gaming Monthly. Was it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Anyways, I saw it and I was like, oh yeah, of course it is, and that's the one I'm picking tonight, dude. So, or next week. I don't remember when I saw it, but you like this game?
I do. It's fun. I don't know how far I've made it, but it is fun. It's a lot closer to the arcade than any of the other ports at the time, but it is challenging. It is tough. It's not going to hold your hand. Which
no.
80s game.
And really what gets you, and it's what gets you in almost all the games I played today, is and it goes with how far games have come today, right? When you hit jump, that jump is either going to go up 1, 2, pixels and back down, or 1, 2, 3. Halfway through the jump, you can't guide your guy back, kind of and change it. Once you've done it, there you go, and you're going to have to land wherever you're landing. And so a lot of pit deaths, a lot of hitting those spikes or whatever. There was one game that I really wanted to put on, and I actually took it off today because it was so slippery. And we'll probably talk about it today, but it's one of the best games ever on the system by everybody else's thing. And I was like, it was ticking me off today. I
think I might know which one it is, and if it is the same one, I would agree with you.
I'm like, man, how many blocks am I going to slide before I was getting mad. But anyways, Drake says, I did. It was really good, and I almost beat it. Really? Did you return it? Says, oh, I borrowed Rastan. I see. I got to go back from a friend, and I almost beat it. Yeah. Well, this is a good one. If I was to just collect games, this is one that I would want to probably purchase. Do you know any of the prices going on right now of these games?
I don't, because when I get a game in my collection, I'm not worried about its price because it's in the collection. I'm not collecting it for a monetary value. I'm collecting it to have it either part of the collection. And now I'm actually going through and I'm going to be getting rid of I've got rid of GameCube N64 games, not all of them, just stuff that was fluff. But I'm going to go through the Master System. I've already started looking at games I'm going to let go because, you know what? I'm not going to play that game. I'm not going to put the time into it. It can just go and be part of somebody else's collection or fun.
I get nervous about that idea because I have this system that has all the games. I almost feel like I could get rid of almost half of the shelf. I don't have a huge collection. I probably have 300, 400, 500 games. I don't know what the number is, but I can get rid of most of them because they're all emulated on this thing. but a lot of them have like my name on them, dude, and it's just like the amount of nostalgia that comes with that I wrote that when I was like 5, 6, 8. I don't know.
Yeah, you talk about that.
I often think about it. I'm like, I could probably bring all of this, maybe get, I don't know, a couple $100 and get something else that I'll actually use and play. But yeah, they just sit here.
I'm guessing that it's written in permanent ink.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll find one.
One thing you can do, if you really don't want it, is just block out the name entirely.
Like here you go.
Is it first and last name?
Well, no, not the fact that I could get it off there, but it just.
Oh, it's just the actual nostalgia for having it. And
I wrote that.
Writing it down on there. The other thing is, and this might sound callous or something, but you can also take a picture of it. And will that picture of that item with your name on it have that same feeling and whatnot? But like the stuff I'm getting rid of is the stuff I'm not going to play. Like the great sports games, like no list anywhere is going to have great sports on the list of the best Master System games. And there's stuff that I've got the Japanese version of. Well, here.
Hey, looky here.
I got the Japanese version of Outrun. Do I need the Master System version?
I mean, no.
Look at the artwork.
Yeah. That's why I went back and grabbed.
It's so
different.
Both of those artworks are awesome for different reasons.
For different reasons, yes.
But which one is awesomer, man?
Japanese.
That
sure.
one. That one is so much cooler.
Yeah.
So let me read this. Welcome to the show, by the way, Pre-Fado Bear 9209. Rastan was my dream game to own back where I lived. We didn't have, or lived probably. We didn't have access to most Master System game titles US had. I bought it last month. 35 years later, love playing it. That's awesome. Kettlebriar. Hey, John, I sent you a message. I think you liked it, but we'd love to have you on. Probably movies. That's November or December. November is St. Tammany Collectors Con. I don't know if you're going there. We can do it around that. But yeah, we want to have you on, man. So, anyways.
So I looked up really quick. Rastan Loose is about $28. Dragon Crystal Loose is about $13.50.
Just wonder.
So very, very affordable to collect.
I wonder what the highest game is on an SMS. Which guy?
James Buster Douglas Boxing.
Buster Douglas Boxing. The only person I know that ever had that game is Kevin. I'm pretty sure Kevin had it. We played that.
I've got one.
But I'm pretty sure, Kevin, yours was the Genesis version. Didn't Genesis have a version of that too? Yeah, anyways. So, anyways, let's get going. Andy, I'm excited for your list.
I am ready.
What did ChatGPT tell you?
Funny you should say that. So what I did is I went to ChatGPT and I said, hey, and let me read my actual prompt because it's funny. What I asked it to give to me. I said, here we go. Tonight on the Rushmore Show, our topic is about our top 4 Sega Master System games. Here's the thing. I've never once played this system, but I still need a list. Help me make the list, even though I've never played it before. Base the picks basically off of what you know about me. Also, I've never been one to shy from controversy in my picks, i.e., I picked Mulan as a top war movie and Pokemon Snap as a top shoot-'em-up game. Help me have fun with it with not being disrespectful to the system. Anyway. Then what it spit out to me, now, mind you, I said, based off of what you know about me, I found out ChatGPT doesn't know a whole lot about me, which I guess is maybe a good thing. And I won't pick this game tonight, and you'll know why. For my number 2, it said Phantasy Star, and why it's on my list, number 1, it says, you enjoy RPGs and fantasy. I don't. So that knows nothing about me. So I prompted it a few different ways and the things that I wanted to do. And I think I got my top 4. Yes, I've never played this system before. So none of these are going to be based off experience. There's going to be a few things they're based off of. Number one, does it look like a game I would want to play? For sure is going to be one of those things. Two, is there something that I know maybe from another system, but there's a master system equivalent or even something kind of remotely similar, right? And then number three, and again, these are not in a particular order. I did look at box art for some of them. I know that's not specifically what we're talking about tonight, but I thought some box art was pretty cool. And for my number four is probably one that I don't think will be mentioned today. What I looked up about it was that it was kind of difficult to play, but let me tell you why this game is intriguing to me. When I was teaching in the junior high level, I taught computer lab. And one of the things that I would do is that, we basically did typing. And if my students got all of the typing that they needed for the week, their goals, all that kind of stuff, I always because I don't have a curriculum and I don't really care. I let Friday be kind of a free day in a sense. Mainly my kids would go on cool math games. And if you have kids or know of kids, you know what cool math games is. Really nothing to do with math, but it is a lot to do with cool because there's some fun games on there. This game looks like a game that would be on cool math games. In fact, I think there's an equivalent type game to this on there. It just kind of was reminiscent of that. So for my number four today for the Sega Master System, I am going to throw out there Marble Madness. Marble Madness will be my pick. And it looks like a lot of fun. It's a game that's different than a lot of other games that you see it. They're kind of a puzzle type game in a sense. Like you got to be strategic with your moves because there's angles of there's slopes and there's different things like that. And you want to get this marble down to the finish line basically. But the second thing that this makes me think of that I really, really thoroughly enjoy, I probably enjoy this too much, more than I should. I've stayed up later than I need to because of this. And I have gone on the algorithm rabbit hole of marble race videos on YouTube. And you guys have seen these things, right? Where they carve out these intricate raceways in like the dirt. I don't know, like in their backyard or something.
And
it's
sand at the beach.
Or sand. It's like pick which one, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's green or whatever. And then green crashes halfway through and falls off the track or something.
I love that. Yep. I love those videos.
Yep. Absolutely love those videos. It's one of my favorite ways to do that.
I will say this: I always pick the same colors. I never vary.
Then it also reminded me of, as a kid growing up, nostalgic toy, the marble toy with the little chutes and the tunnels and the super fun stuff. It would go down this thing, yeah. So not only are there those videos that it's in the sand, but there's the ones where people actually make the plastic tracks and everything. So anyway, I'm gonna go Marble Madness.
Look at this.
So if you have Marble Madness or you have an EverDrive or whatever, and you have a Master System, you need to get the sports pad, or I just call it's a trackball. So
yeah,
you can sit there. I haven't beat Marble Madness with it.
Yeah,
but I mean,
it makes me think of Golden Tee.
There were several games that are really fun to play with this. I beat East with it. I've played Alf with it. It's very difficult, but I learned that there's a glitch in one part because of playing with this, because of how interesting it is to control. Because if you want to keep moving one direction, you have to keep going. You can't just.
Keith wants to know: have you ever played it for the NES?
No, I didn't. I didn't for sure.
Marble Madness is such a great game.
It's so fun.
Actually, all those style games are really fun. Snake Rattle Roll. There's a whole bunch of different. They're kind of isometric usually, and they're you just kind of. It's like that. What is it? Slide IO. Sometimes it comes
yeah.
You got to try and I don't know. It's just make your way down to the bottom.
You would have on your phone, right? You could have it, and I'm sure they have games that are essentially.
Yeah, they're fun. They're fun. I like these style of games. They're good. They're right up your alley, Andy, because you love games that don't really have a story, don't want to think about it too much, don't want to
Like you can get in and out. You can play 15 minutes. You can play 100 minutes. You can get out of it and whatever. Not
You know more about me than ChatGPT does. Apparently.
Yeah, you don't want to play a lot of hours. Well, I mean, I've spent a lot more time than ChatGPT with you on this here, but this just makes sense. This makes sense. There's only one problem. It's not controversial enough.
Oh,
So,
I don't think I'm going to be controversial tonight.
yeah, I was waiting for some.
It's hard to be
I thought
controversial.
we were going to get something.
Yeah, I was waiting for Pokemon Snap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if I could fit Pokemon in tonight, I would.
Hey, I do want to read this though. I saw the port they did for Castlevania for the Master System. It looks amazing. I hope they finish it. Next port I would dream having for Sega Master System is Ye Air Kung Fu, and I'm sure Owazrim, you could talk on both of those. Can you?
I don't. Year Kung Fu. Like there's, what is it? Kung Fu Kid. There's a game on the Master System that's kind of like Year Kung Fu, but the port that he's talking about of Castlevania, like someone's going through and reprogramming it and making it, taking advantage of the better colors that the Master System has the capability to use, and I think I downloaded the demo and I haven't played it yet because like I want to play this on stream where it's being recorded so I can comment on it because I love to rip on how crappy the NES looks, how just junky it looks. Like the lack of color on the NES it's like, why would anybody now put anything that looks like that? But it looks amazing on the Master System. The colors, the way it looks, and everything different, all this different stuff pop. It looks wonderful.
I will say it today. I played some old Genesis style games that actually, I guess, came out Master System that were redone, which I didn't even realize half those things that were already out.
Altered Beast and Golden Axe.
And Sonic and like lots of, and they all sucked tremendously.
So Golden Axe and Altered
especially
Beast,
Altered Beast, like
it was a slow, clunky mess. But
oh my gosh, I was like,
you gotta think.
How?
They ported something backwards on tech that was 4 or 5 years old.
I was
So,
like,
I was impressed that they were able to do it and make something semi-functional. Does it look or play great? No, but if all you had was the Master System,
never got into the Sega Master System. Well, don't go nowhere, Patrick. Prime says, good evening, everyone. Bro, don't hate on. No, I love Altered Beast on the Genesis. That's one of my favorite games.
Altered Beast is junk on any
but
system.
I played it today on this Master System, and man, I got to the first blue wolf, and first off, he turned brown when I kicked him, or when he hit me, or whatever. And I was like, it was, and then I turned it off. I was like, this game's already hard enough. This game is hard enough. I don't need that in my life. So,
I agree. It's not a good port, but to me, it's cool what they were able to do with the technology. The limitations.
It's crazy to think that is the equivalent to like Nintendo, right? And so, the colors are better, the graphics are better, but I would say 90% of the time, I think the controls are probably better on the other side. But we'll see. We'll talk more about it. But I think everybody else has been talked to. Patrick McCaskill, thanks for being here. I missed you on Twitch, but yeah, man. Patrick, you want to come on? I know. Let's get that going. Movies or music is what's up next. So yeah, let's get you on. All right, Andy, what's your second round?
Really quick before you go, Andy.
Or I'm sorry, Owazrim's up. Second round.
No. We can jump to Andy can go twice because I went first. But Marble Madness, it's a PAL only game, so it was released over in Europe, and that's $6.30 loose. These are all loose prices.
Hot take: Sega is way better than Nintendo, and Nintendo should have been the third-party company, and Sega should have the Sega Twitch instead of the Nintendo Switch. I mean, I'm not going to say it's not a better company. I'm not even going to get into. I just know Nintendo capitalized, and they did what they needed to do. Sega, was to a different
Maybe
audience. I remember, you know, the what is it? Nintendo, Sega does with Nintendo don't, or Nintendo don't.
Yeah.
And then it was always geared towards an older person, right? And so I remember as a kid, my parents, not really in video games. It's very new. They didn't really. They're like, I'm going to get you the Nintendo. It makes much more sense as a family entertainment center. I heard that Sega and whatever. But those things which made it better ended up long term probably killing the company. But, you know, Sonic lives on. And several other there's some really good games. There's some really good games that we're going to talk about even today. So let's see. LOL. Let's see right here. Prime says the Ninja Master of Darkness. I played Master of Darkness today. By the way, Astro Warrior Ninja Gaiden played that today. Golden Axe Warrior played that today. Are close to the best games the Master System have. I've never played Astro Warrior, and I didn't play the Ninja. I almost did, but I ran out of time. I was just playing a whole bunch of games for a little bit. Who said that? Are they drunk? That's the question. Keith Courage said it, which is the old pickin' preacher. So that's who said it. I'm a Sega fanboy, but I do love Nintendo. He says, I just give a list of the topics to talk about. Well, Patrick, you actually picked the topic. So music or movies, and then we'll pick the topic together. Gotta go. Packing up for Siege. Have a great night, guys. Not drunk. Just had a... That is hilarious, because that is no reason for either one of those is not the reason you said that. But it's perfect wit and timing. Dude, I love you, Keith. I can't wait to hang out with you, man. Yeah, drive safe. We'll see you soon. Let's do lunch or something, man. Are you bringing the whole family, Keith? Not sure. Is it going to be everybody? Thanks. All right. Have a good night. Yeah. Well, if you respond, you bringing the whole family or not? But if not, good night. All right, Awaz, you're up.
All right. So
everyone really except the youngest. Okay, cool. Well, Cannon will be there with me. So, yeah. I saw Keith Courage's video where he was in our neck of the woods in New Orleans, Chalmette. I mean, he lives in southern Mississippi, I think, middle Mississippi. So that's not a big thing. I mean, he's been at Louisiana RetroCon. That's how we met him. But yeah, most of his stuff's in Mississippi. So that vibes. All right, so Owazrim, you're up. What's your next pick of the draft? What is you climbing up the mountain? Number 2 on the mountain, number 3 in your heart. TJ Jazzy Jeff. What's your pick?
Batman Returns on the Master System. This is a fun, just action platformer. You make great use of his batarang and the grapple gun. The grapple gun mechanic is what really sold me on this, because you use it to get to higher heights, to get over pits and different enemies, and it's oh my gosh, it was so much fun. This was one of the ones that once I started playing, I was like, okay, I got to beat it. This is a great game. This is a lot of fun. It sounds good. You get upgrades for your batarang. You make it stronger. You make it so you can throw it further. But if you get hit once, you die. Come back where you died, and
with nothing.
With a very weak batarang, the original batarang that you throw it goes pew pew.
All right, I'm in it. I'm in it to win it right here.
So, and Prime says he loves the Game Gear version. This one and the Game Gear version are close, but the Game Gear version has a health bar. The Master System does not. So when you get hit once, you're not going to lose all your power ups. But this one has a lot of extra 1-ups as you play through it. And I mean, you fight Catwoman, you fight Penguin, and there's a nice variety in the level design and the backgrounds. And let me see if I can get to focus on that. But it's a really fun game. I enjoyed it a lot more than the Batman NES. There you go. You can see some of the levels and stuff. It's a really fun game, and I would totally recommend it if you can find it. I will look and see what it runs for.
I do appreciate the positive about bats. So that's good. We're bringing bats into a positive light.
I love how when I throw the boomerang, the batarang, that it follows me no matter if I'm jumping or not.
Which when I was playing it.
Oh, there we go. I didn't know that. All right. Now how do I use that?
You go up to the top and you can hold down and you should come down some, and then you can swing back and forth.
Ah, there we go.
So you use that to get across chasms, and then you have to throw out the batarang and catch it again. But it is a solid game, and it's $11 loose.
There you
Pick
go.
it up according to price charting.
Ah!
And Prime.
Dead.
Ninja Princess, if you like the Ninja. It was the SG-1000 version of the Ninja. But I mean, the colors pop. It's easy to see what's going on. Like there's plentiful. The power-ups are plentiful. So even if you die and lose everything, you're like, okay, well I can come back and get this stuff. There's some odd bosses. But if you're a fan of the movie, you'll see stuff as you're playing throughout the game that are nods to the movie, which is kind of expected. You know, when you have a cover that looks like that. This is probably a game that can never be released on anything else because of the licensing issues, but it would be cool to see it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we love Batman here. That's a great Christmas movie too, by the way. That one. I'll throw that out. Let's see what Kirk says. Oh man.
And it lives up to all the other Batman games. It's hard. It's hard. Oh, I have Ninja Princess. I collect games either people forgotten about or never heard of. I love the Game Gear, by the way. I have one Game Gear game. I have a Game Gear, but it doesn't have a back, and I don't think it turns on.
It probably needs to be recapped.
And honestly, that might have come from Kevin too. I don't know. I have one game. I have columns for the Game Gear. That's one of those things. Like I should bring all of that and just get rid of it at Siege to some dealer and be like, hey, what do you want for all of this? But
good luck with the Game Gear stuff, because Game Gear stuff isn't that one.
I mean, not just the game. I'm talking about like the combination of everything that I have. And be like, what do you want out of this junk?
I mean,
but I feel like I'm not going to get what it's worth.
No. But sometimes it's worth it to get rid of it so that it's gone and you don't have to worry about it anymore.
I mean, I don't ever worry about it. I forget I even have it. So I have two Game Gears and an analog pocket, he says. Prime, I have a whole bunch of handhelds, and I don't think any of them work. So, I mean, except for my Switch. I have a double screen. I have an Advance. I have the square one, and I have the
SP the
SP, the like big blue one. I have a double screen, and I think I have a Game Gear. Andy, you have a original Game Boy, don't you?
I do, right out there. I just don't.
Yeah, I don't have an original Game Boy. I saw a thing today.
I have all the Nintendo stuff. In fact, I just got a Wii yesterday. My great aunt, who is like,
is that graded?
In her 70s.
This was what it was sold in from Toys R Us.
It looks like it's in a graded box.
But yeah, it's just awesome. It came in this huge plastic case. I had a spot for a game here and right here.
Nice.
But it's not the OG, but it's when they just put a colored shell on it.
Wonder Boy and Ghost House, Sega's answer to Super Mario Brothers. I don't think there are any Game Gears around that still work that haven't been recapped. Yeah, I don't know that. Yeah, I don't know that I'd even want it to work. Oh, you know what else? The first and only time I think I've ever played the Lynx was at Kevin's house as well. Alien Syndrome, not Alien Syndrome. What was that alien game? It's only on the Lynx. That game's fun. And anyways, side topics. Let's go back. Let's get back.
Batman Returns, pretty fun game. Let me jump into my next game. Well, Andy, I'm thinking. Let me look at my list. I know that you're not. I mean, you already don't know anything about these games, but I know you're not going to know anything about these games. So, if you know where I'm going, but my next game is 1991. It's at the end of the life. I actually did play this today. It's a fun game. I had already loved this game. This is one of the games I believe I had on that little system I ended up getting. It's in the back end of the run, right? 91, I bet, is at the end of the run towards it. But it's the Zelda clone. I'm going with Golden Axe Warrior. And it is such a fun game. I played it for probably about 30 minutes today. I didn't want to spend too much time, but it's like the original Nintendo Zelda, if you will, to me. And I think it's like that for most people, but it's the answer to that. Fun game. You kind of walk around like a guy from Dragon Warrior, if you will, is the main character. Ironically, Golden Axe Warrior, and he, hack and slash, overhead platform, like crawler thing, like Zelda. So I love this game. Golden Axe Warrior. I don't have much else to say except that it really is the Zelda clone. Quite a fun game. It has dungeons that you do. It looks. They were like, oh yeah, you did Zelda. Let's try that. Make it more colorful and see what happens. And boom, that's what they came up with, and it's a fun game.
Golden Axe Warrior. Yeah, I'm pulling up the images of it right now. It just looks like you're the same map as Zelda. So
map. So Prime says it's the clone of the TurboGrafx 16 Zelda knockoff Newtopia.
Okay, I agree, Prime.
So it's a clone of a clone. That's
a clone, but yeah, it's a fun game.
And then if we have all three, we could have Clone Wars.
Oh.
I don't know if we want to go that far.
My sword and my bow and my arms. Every time I think of Axe, I think of body spray and that quote. So that's all I get from Axe.
Master System wasn't very popular. 1 month after it came out was the end of its run.
Not exactly. Although in Japan,
Kevin's just making jokes. He's a Nintendo guy for sure, but he's a video game guy.
I think he really likes the 64.
I think he's just razzing all you. I can tell you that the 64 is one of his least favorite, but he owns probably all of it.
He has how many 64s in all series do you have? Because he said it before. He said, yeah, I hate on it, but I just bought a new whatever one.
He just said he sold the whole Master System thing that he had. Yeah. So do you like this game, Owazrim, you had in your hand?
I do. It's one of the more expensive games for the
Well, usually the ones at the end of the run are the ones that are more expensive.
Yep. And
especially in the early run of video games, because what happens is a lot of people, they jump ship, they'll jump from Sega to Sega Genesis and they stop buying. And so those games kind of hang out and don't get sold and don't get put into population, so it's hard to find. Yep. That's kind of how the young Samsons of the world and all that, little Samson, whatever it is.
Because this one was at the end of the run, they didn't even print U.S. versions of it for the United States. So when you get it, you get a PAL copy that has a UP sticker on the back of the box. So this is covered and it has a UP sticker on it. But when you open it up, the manual isn't landscape, it's portrait. So it's printed this way and generally has 5 or 6 languages in it.
Nice.
But it's a great game. It is a really, really fun game. Cool thing is it's not locked on the Master System, because on the Sonic Ultimate Genesis Collection for the PS3 and the Xbox 360, it is an unlockable game. So you
Really?
can play it on your Xbox 360 and PS3 with that game.
Nice.
And a neat thing you can do is you can do some of the dungeons out of order. And I know that because I did that. I did dungeon 1 and then dungeon 3 and then I did dungeon 2, which was interesting because I believe one of the items was a candle that you got so you could light up rooms. So I did a dungeon in the dark. And I just thought eventually I would find what I needed for that dungeon to see the light. And I didn't. But there's some really cool items that you
and that in itself was a breakthrough back then. That was what the big deal was for Zelda, was they wanted to do something different than the side scroller Mario. It was the idea of like, okay, well, can we do more exploring and backtracking and all that? And I remember when that game came out, it was just like, wait, I get to kind of choose my own adventure and go wherever I want. And, it was the first kind of open world idea. And so, yeah, that's a big deal in 1991, 85, 86. Evening, everyone. I love the Master System games, but only have and know of the U.S. side, which says Intellivision Gamer. Welcome back, man. Haven't seen you in a minute, but we're glad you're here. How have you been? Can't complain, he says. Yeah, thanks for being here, man. So what up, my dude?
Yes.
There he is. Sean's in the house. Sean, we haven't seen you in a minute. Sean, when you want to come back on? And let us know. We're coming up on movies and music soon. That's kind of your go-tos. So they're coming up if you'd like to be
an entire episode on why is the Rocky the best boxing movie that's not about boxing.
Top 4 reasons Rocky is the best boxing movie, but that is not a boxing.
That is not about boxing.
Oh, yeah.
And then go see
Adrian!
What about just broad sense, like best sports movies that aren't really about the sport?
The sport. Yeah, there you go.
You know what I mean? Like, because I can think of, I just thought of one in my head whenever.
Yeah.
Like sports.
Top 4 sports movies, not about the sport.
Sport adjacent movies.
Yeah. The sport is a vehicle for something else.
Yeah.
The hamburger is a highway.
Oh, I have my number one. Easy.
I can't think of one right now. I mean, I'm scrambling. I'm scrambling.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm going to move on to my next Master System game.
Yes.
And here, the reason rationale behind this one is, again,
I got one.
Didn't play it on the Master System, but I definitely played it on other systems. Really enjoy this game. It's another game you really don't have to think much about. It's right up my alley of the games that I like. It can become a button masher to a degree, but I'm going to go with Rampage. Rampage is – I love the game, man. I love that game so much. Just you choose the giant, gorilla, lizard monster, werewolf monster, and just destroy a city. I love the little things that happen in it, like other than just destroying a building. Some of the buildings, and now again, these are on, I don't know about on the Master System, so I'm just talking about Rampage in general. Some of them become trampolines, right? Some of the ones where if you grab the people, they'll say things or whatever. There's like little silly things that'll happen, but Rampage is a fantastic game. I love the box art for Rampage, even on the Master System. When I was looking it up, looks great. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Rampage. It's just about destruction. It's about high scores. It's about you're getting fired at from everywhere. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Rampage is gonna be my TJ Jazzy Jeff. Always though, my pick. I always pick the werewolf. That would always be the one that I would pick. So
what is that? What is it? A werewolf?
It's the hairy monster.
The were what?
Werewolf. What am I supposed to say? Wolf.
The werewolf.
Werewolf. Wolf.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
just one of those things. A werewolf.
And it's funny because those are not the characters you play with. You know what I mean? Like that's you don't play with. Is that like a leopard or something?
No, it's
no. Those guys are just different colors.
You got the werewolf.
Oh, they're just in different colors. That's what it is. I see.
Yeah.
Lizzie looks orange.
Yeah.
So
probably the lighting. but you can pick any of the 3, which
Yeah.
you can't do on the NES. They cut out Lizzie on the NES, but you can play as Lizzie.
Yeah.
Hey, so Rampage rocks. Rampage was the predecessor to Carmageddon, in my opinion. Honorable mention, Zillion, a.k.a. Impossible Mission with a Gun. I forgot about Rampage, one of my first Master System games beside the Ninja and Altered Beast. Hey, so thanks, Prime and Prefetto Bear. I guess that's how you say that, Prefetto Bear. I think Prefetto Bear, I think you're over on Owazrim side. And not saying you have to leave there.
Prefet.
Oh, yeah. If you come on over on our side at any time and stay on over there, make sure he gets all the hours. I'll throw you a bone and make you blue like everybody else. So, anyways,
one of the few that is not white backed.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
It still kept the grid.
Don't are you giving all your picks away there?
Nope. None of these are my picks. I went and grabbed them when he started talking about Rampage.
Okay. Hey, so listen, Rampage. It was I put it in my honorable mentions, not thinking I would say it today. It was just one down the list. That was a fun game that I played on other systems. I never played it on the Master System, but it had to be fun. I remember playing this at the skating rink at Bowling, not Bowling USA, at Skaters Paradise, and they had Rampage and Excite Bike and a few other games. And I remember playing that as a little kid. But what I was going to say, Andy, is Retro Rob. It's me, Rob. Now I think is what his name is now. He's moved to the farm, but he actually started a podcast before he moved to the farm. And one of the first episodes that he did was the guy that made this game. And he made a bunch of other games, but he actually had the guy that designed and made Rampage on his podcast, and it was a fascinating podcast. I was talking with him, chatting with him in the chat, so that was a cool little piece. I like Rampage. Fun game, simple. Get in, get out. You play a million different levels. The city kind of just changes just a little bit.
There's a trend with my game.
I like when the guy walks out. He ain't got any clothes. He's like,
yeah.
Trying to ski down off the
tanks and I enjoy this game. It's anything where you just break stuff is fun. Just one of those days. Anyways, is that?
I was gonna say we try to fit Limp Bizkit into the show.
Is that because you wanted to see the flag?
I need the flag.
The United States of Limp Bizkit.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of chocolate starfish and hot dog flavored water.
Hot dog flavored water. Anyways,
ladies and gentlemen.
So, anyways, any of those games are fun. So I'm glad you picked it. I kind of see a trend, though. I see a trend.
Yeah,
Madness,
Rampage. I like.
I have two more that have kind of in that same realm that might be there. But anyways, it's halftime. I still never got it. Let me remind myself now. Get the Ace Ventura halftime. Yeah, that's what I need. Get. Anyways, let's do it. So, a couple things. Number one, if you're in the Greenville, South Carolina area this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I will be, along with Owazrim and Retro Cannon and Keith Courage and many other people, RNG, who was supposed to be on tonight, and Retro Wolf, Pac-Man Case, Bryce J. Dub, all the people that you've seen on our show. I can go through a long list, and Arkansas Picker and whatever. They're all going to be there. But here's the cool thing, right? Come out, buy all the games, hang out, spend time. If you see us, I'd love to take a picture with you. I want to see how many pictures I can get with as many people as I possibly can get, even if you're not famous and have a YouTube channel. I would just love to take pictures this week. That's kind of a goal of me and Cannon's.
and just like Faces of Siege. And then on Sunday, I am preaching for the very first time at Siege. If you've been around long enough, we are a podcast that is also a side ministry called Reboot the Unconventional Ministry. We go to conventions and we take the parable of a game or a movie and we blend it in with the Bible and explain the story. Now, this week, it's Red Dead Redemption is the theme. So, redemption isn't dead. Nerd in the Word. It's happening at 11 a.m. in the panel room. I'm going to be talking about Arthur Morgan, and I am going to kind of combine his story with some of the things in the Word. Again, you don't have to be a Christian to be there. You don't even have to like Red Dead Redemption to be there. Matter of fact, you don't even need to like me to be there. But me and Cannon will be there, and we're going to have a good time. It's only going to be about 30 minutes or so. We'll probably have a worship song or two, and then we'll go right into it. And I'll explain a little bit about our ministry. And, man, this is a big deal for us. This is the biggest convention we'll ever be to. So don't just come by yourself. Bring somebody with you. Bring a couple people. I think the record – and, you know, you always count things that matter. The record for any of our conventions all together, we've had a little bit more than 30. And, man, I would love to break that for this. I would love to get some really big people in there that do other conventions so that they may be open to welcoming us in over there. I know there are some Christian guys that do these other conventions like SoCal Gaming and Retro Cons and Retro Fests and Arkansas Fest and all these other things. I know there's some guys out there that we would love to partner with down the road. And if they could get to see it and see how cool it is and just chill and how not overwhelming. We're not Bible bashing by any stretch of the matter, but we will we're not going to bend or break on what is what. So we are going to talk about that. The other thing is, Andy, I did drop. I'm caught up, which is funny because over the summer I thought I'd be way ahead, but I've been so busy with baseball and softball and tryouts and everything else. My kids are going to my daughter is going to California, her last tournament of her junior year, trying to get recruited. But I did get to drop my devotion for today, and I always show these guys. If you like video game devotions, I've got a whole bunch of ideas where I've gotten some of my stuff from inspiration, like Chicago, right? You're my inspiration. But for all
meaning in my life.
Yeah, there you go. I knew somebody would get it. But anyways, we dropped it. You can go on to our website, which is rushmore.reboot.weebly.com. And if you go there, you can get a free version of the devotion. I think today's has Dance Dance Revolution. It's got Zelda, the original Zelda. It's got Metroid Prime. It's got Metal Gear Solid Liberty. It's got, what is that? Earthbound. Yeah. It's got, which one was that? Was that World of Warcraft? Yeah, World of Warcraft. But anyways, go and check it out. Oh yeah, that's a fun game. Anyways, it's free. Now, Andy, there's another Devo out there that you've done. Bible is metal. What is that all about?
The Bible being metal. That's what it's about. But the Bible is very metal if you actually look through it. And it's going to be a 31-day devotional that I'm writing about the most metal passages in the Bible. I do have one post on here that is Elijah versus Baal's prophets, which is a super metal story there. It's got some questions that you can do for personal reflection, for small group time, however you want to do that. So looking forward to finishing that. I'm hoping by the time, because not only did I move, but our church is moving right now too. So that we have thing after thing that's happening that's just delaying my process. But it'll happen. I promise you, it will happen.
What's up, Electro Tat? Welcome in, says Teddy Boy. Yeah, that's a fun game.
But yeah, that is a couple things that we're working on to help support the kingdom and support the ministry. Hopefully, eventually, we have hard copies like these sitting at our tables that we could either sell for a cheap price to help support the ministry or give them away to people that need them. But we also have, and I was looking for my copy that's here. Oh, here it is. This is my wife's desk, by the way, that I use. So sometimes the stuff comes up missing. This is my only copy. Andy, I'm so upset. I'm not going to have some of these with me this week. But the cool thing is on that website, you can download this for free. But this is the directory that is the Coalition of Christian Creators. And inside are just other people that love Jesus, and they do nerd content. And so you can check out all of those guys in this. I really was hoping to have about 10 or 15 of these copies, but I'm not. I'm not going to have any of these copies. I will have some cards and some stickers, but that's it. I won't have any of those, unfortunately. But anyways, Andy, let's do our member of the week. Let's do our Culture Box person of the week, and let's also do our coffee of the week. You know what we should do, Andy? You should kind of revamp the Village Coffee video and be like, check out the blend of Brazil or whatever. Be like the flavor of the week.
Flavor of the week. Dun, dun. Flavor of the week. Anybody that song? That was a fun one hit wonder. Anyway, yeah, let's check out our friends. I think because you're going to go get to see this guy in just maybe one short day. Let's talk about our buddy Bryce J.W.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait to hug you.
J.W. is a full-time content creator, collector, and streamer, spreading kindness one video at a time. From epic Geometry Dash runs and Nintendo streams to game hunting vlogs and podcasts, Bryce leads the Anime Armada, a welcoming, positive community for gamers and geeks of all kinds. No hate, just heart. Join the crew at youtube.com/@BryceJW.
Geek Devotions is a collaboration of devoted geeks that are devoted to letting people know that they are loved. They produce a weekly geek culture-infused devotional, their podcast content, and written articles, all designed to encourage and challenge people in the geek community, bridging the gap between their faith and their geekdoms. Find all their content at geekdevotions.com.
Let's face it, at-home coffee can be pretty stale. Coffee at home doesn't have to be boring. The Village Coffee is here to deliver the flavor. The Village Coffee roasts coffee every week and sells online. Go to villagebeans.com to order your coffee today and use discount code Rushmore for free shipping.
Well, there you go. Hey, I do want to have one more exciting thing to say, Andy. Hey, look, a couple things. One, we're trying to think about new ways outside of the box to do ministry, right? And we go to these conventions and all that. And one of the things that I love is when people have prayer requests and they have things that they want to talk about. We've had guests come on that ask us on the green screen, like, hey, man, can you just pray for this? If you need any prayer, right, or any, I'm not going to say I'm going to counsel you because I'd recommend that you go to somebody that's a little bit closer to you, but I definitely can sit and listen and give some advice. And I'm sure Andy would too. You can always DM us at these places. Shoot us a prayer request. Tell us what's going on. It's way more important than talking Sega Master System, PlayStation, or anything else. So, and we are actually kind of thinking outside the box. Andy and I are talking about maybe doing some camps or VBSs, kind of jumping around to different churches next year or around the clock. We really just want to expand some of this stuff, and really it's all about people. And so hamburgers the highway, that type of thing.
Yeah.
The conversation is good, but it's not the gold conversation. So if you ever need anything from us, hit us up, man. Hit us up. All right, Owazrim, you're up. It is time for your link, and there is no Zelda game here at the Sega Master System. So I don't, I probably should have saved the last game for this. It would have been a kind of a softball pitch. But
you kind of used the one. There is another one, which it's not on my list. I don't want to say it in case y'all have it, which I kind of doubt.
I won't say it. I know that much.
Because it's kind of a blend of Zelda 1 and Zelda 2. There's parts of it where you have dungeon crawling, and there's parts where you have like your overworld, and that's Govelius. But that's not my choice because I'm sticking to PAL games to try to broaden some horizons. And this is a game.
We've all kind of done some PAL games, though, haven't we? Maybe.
Only Marble Madness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Golden Axe Warrior, if you get it loose, is $175. Yeah, it's one of the ones that's up there.
So let me ask you this before you say anything. Roll back, Andy. Pull us back. I'm so confused about the loose games when it comes to Sega. Like, why would anybody crack open the shell and throw that thing away? I don't get it. It's wild to me that there are Sega games out there that aren't in a shell. I mean, like, maybe like if they're from Blockbuster because they did their own thing to rent them. But I know not everybody keeps the box, but that is not like
clamshell.
It's wild to me.
While you were saying that, I was like, huh. Well, I was like, think about it when you're young, you have siblings, you're sitting in front of your console, you take it out of the cartridge, out of the case, you plug it in, you stick the cartridge off to the side on the floor.
They crack it, the dog eats it. I mean, yeah, but I'm not throwing that away.
I didn't throw any of mine away. I did cut off some of the hang tags.
I had all my old Nintendo boxes. My parents threw those away when I moved out.
Yeah.
I wish I still had those, but anyways.
Yeah.
What is this about, says Q1MMS2. Hey, so we are a podcast, and we talk about your top 4 of whatever, called The Rushmore Show. And if you come around, we do pop culture things. Usually it's video games, movies, or TV, or music. But we've done sports, we've done food, we've done just nostalgia in general, we've done wrestling, we've done whatever. And basically, whatever the topic is of the day, we rank our 4 favorites, like the Rushmore. And then we play a couple different games. We're going to draft some honorable mentions in a little bit. We're going to play some spin wheel games. And then really it's just a backbone of a friendly thing that we have other content creators come on to share their content, and we get to go and do ministry. So that's it. But we have a really cool, fun community. Welcome in. You're welcome to stay and hang out. And if right now we're talking Sega Master System games, so I know that's an old system. If you know anything about Sega Master System games, drop your favorites in the chat and follow along with us. Let me just do this. We call everybody the Summit Squad that's a part of the chat. And so let me just welcome everybody that's new, including you, into the Summit Squad. And basically that just means you're hanging out with us and climbing the mountain. Electrotat says, I was wondering that myself, as the box is a good, unlike the cardboard NES. Yeah, of course. I just don't understand it. Now, going back to you. Loose, $175. I'm guessing in the clamshell, it's probably closer to $3.
Well, the thing is, if you have the US version, it is closer to $3, but it has to have that UPC sticker on the box.
Okay. So what's the rarest one? The one that doesn't have the sticker, or does have the sticker?
It does have the sticker.
Okay.
But because it was sent over,
I guess that makes sense because you could pull the sticker off and make it more rare. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to have the sticker to prove that it was one that was shipped over for the U.S.
Cool.
So outside of that, there's no way to determine if that, and there was actually 4 games that had it. It was Golden Axe Warrior, Strider, Spider-Man, and Sonic. And the Sonic
Strider is another game I played today. Not nearly as fun as the Genesis version.
It is a little bit more challenging.
It is much more challenging. Wow.
Those 4, because of that little sticker, generally command a little bit of a higher price.
All right. Well, what is your number 2?
All right. This one is a game I picked up without any foreknowledge. I picked it up in a lot off of eBay because it's tough to get Master System games in stores because of how well it did not sell here in the United States. So I bought this one from over in Europe many, many moons ago. And it was great. As soon as I cleaned it, put it in the system, started playing it, if I had not had someplace else to go, I would have beat it as soon as I got it in. And that is Psychic World. And look at nice little cover.
Love the art. I love the art.
Yeah, and it's got a rental sticker from somewhere over in the UK. So if Games Master Game Systems is still around, I got your copy.
Imagine the late fee.
See, like even that is a rental and it's still in the clamshell. What?
Yep.
That's so cool, dude.
But this one, you're trying to rescue your sister, and along the way you pick up powers. Use those powers to. There's levitation. There's you can teleport back to the beginning of the level if you're not doing so well, and you need to replenish your energy. You get various weapons that you use along the way, and you have to use them strategically. You get an ice weapon that you have to freeze blocks of or water as it's falling to create blocks of ice, so you can use those as platforms. It's really, really fun game. Really, it captured me when I started playing it, and that's one of the things that drew me to the Master System was it was all brand new. It's all me exploring and finding games.
Nice. Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, you got the.
There we go. So there's one of the bosses. There's a first area. There's another boss. But
Psychic World.
Yeah. And the cool thing is you can also use your power to heal yourself.
I wish this dragon would stop following me.
Well, shoot him. Shoot him in the face.
I just did.
Good job.
Or I guess it's a wyvern, right? A wyvern?
A wyvern. Wyvern.
Yeah, because it doesn't have legs.
It's sassafras. However you say it, that's what you got to do. You got to go over there and see. You jump
Flying
and
eyeballs. Shooting
and if
fire.
it's in the way, move. Don't stand there and get hit.
Is it an RPG?
It's more of an action game.
Okay. I saw an image of it just now and it had HP on it and immediately gave me
you have hit points and then you have your
ESP is your energy bar.
ESP energy. And you use that to take on the bosses and the bad guys and platform your way to save your sister. And actually Primus said, Psychic World, aka Sega Mega Man. I had never thought about it in those terms, but that totally makes sense. It totally fits. Like
it kind of looks like Mega Man in the shots that I was looking at.
Yeah, it kind of feels Mega Man.
Yeah, you don't get your extra weapons from beating the bosses because you get the weapons before you get the boss. Because oftentimes you need to use that.
What is this bee I keep getting?
Something to make you scream, apparently.
It's a bird.
I do not remember what all the power-ups are.
The freaking jump, dude. God.
And
then she runs fast.
Yeah, this one has a little bit of a momentum mechanic too, which when you play it right and you know when and where you're supposed to jump, you can zip through areas. And sometimes it bites you because it kicks in right before you get to a ledge.
That's what it just did. It just kicked.
So, unless you have the timing right, you're going to be doing it again.
How do I kill that? What?
Yep, jump down there.
Well, this sounds fun. Kirk sounds like he's having a tough time with it. Yeah. So
It's one.
Hall of Ladders. Whoa.
Yep. That's the thing is, have fun with this stuff. This is meant to be played. It's meant to be enjoyed.
I want to shoot up.
And then
the juxtaposition of you saying, "Man, it's just meant to have fun," and he's like, "What am I doing?"
Oh, this boss. Whoa.
Stupid habits is always ruining everything.
What is that? This thing's shooting Metroid energy at me.
Yeah. Fun stuff. Fun.
Yeah, and
Hey, that's a fun game.
The only thing I think of when I think of Psychic is, do you remember that show back in the day that was like, was it Spouse Swap, or what was the name of the show? Anyway, the idea
Wife
where
Swap?
like, was it just Wife Swap? Anyway, there was one episode where there was like a super uber crazy religious lady who went to this house and was like casting demons out of their house or whatever.
Oh, I remember that
This
one.
house is full of gargoyles and slackets.
Yeah. Gargoyle and slackets.
And
Yeah.
she was, yeah. Anyway.
Hey, so Astro Warrior. I don't.
And Astro Warrior was
I don't like
available on
top-down
several
shooters.
collections
I don't like top-down shooters.
with Hang On. Hang On and Astro Warrior.
Astro Warrior. It's a shoot 'em up.
And it's-
Well, see, you just missed the cut. I had to put Pokemon Snap in there.
Warrior. It says it's only 3 levels, but hard as heck. It's an arcade.
it is very tough. I have not beat that one yet.
Oh, it looks like Galaga.
That's what it might look like now.
Whoa, not anymore.
There you
Watch
go.
out! They're gonna get you.
Wait, I'm shooting keyboard pieces.
Love
He's
it.
just having way too much fun. Yeah.
All right.
So,
Well, I think
about
what we're going
$33
to do now
loose.
is we're going to move on to Kirk's pick. So he'll.
All right, well, I got to stop then.
he's
all
gonna
right.
stop. So we'll move to Kirk's pick.
That's a fun game, though. It's cool. All right, so my next pick, man. Actually, my next 2 great games. But I mean, all 4 of mine are great games. I love all 4 of them, but this one is just so good. It to me, these next 2 games identify as the flagship games of the system to me. I love ninjas, man. I'm going Shinobi. And the very first Shinobi for this, it's so fun. I was playing this earlier today. Already had it on my list. It was like one of the first. The kid around the corner with the trailer had Shinobi, and dude, such a fun game. I've played it in the arcade, played it wherever, but then you play all the Genesis versions. There's 3 or 4 of them or whatever, and Shinobi's just a good game. Ninjas. Let me just say this: Ninjas in the '80s was a thing, right? It was its only thing. With Ninja Turtles and American Ninja and and all these video games, Ninja Gaiden or Gaiden, and the Ninja. I was going to play that today. I mean, the Wrath of the Black Manta in Nintendo. I mean, like there were so many Nintendo games that were based on ninjas, and this is another one. Ninja Combat. Kevin and I beat that game for the Neo Geo one time in New Orleans.
And then you go to the 90s and you have Beverly Hills Ninja.
Yeah, I mean, ninjas were such a big deal.
And
But,
Surf Ninjas.
but for me, Shinobi is like, what about Tenchu from PlayStation? That's such a good. Anyways, Shinobi is it, man. Kind of Go-Go 13-esque and how it was played. You shoot the shurikens and just constantly whatever. You get all these cool magics. Just a really cool game, man. Ninjas to me, as a kid, I wanted to be a ninja. Halloween, I went as a ninja one time. You could do the little thing with your T-shirt and make a ninja head.
I used to do all this because of games like Shinobi and all the other ones I mentioned, Ninja Turtles and stuff like that. So Shinobi is way up on my list. And again, I think it's one of the flagship, if not the flagship game of this system. It's one of the 4 or 5 that has to be on the list. I mean, it just has to. Shinobi
1.
Shinobi 1 Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Shinobi.
Obi-Wan Shinobi.
Jedi is kind of like Space Ninja, so
Yeah. I mean, Kenobi is kind of like a space ninja.
maybe
What do you think? I thought Black Manta was secret levels in Ninja Gaiden. I hated Black Manta as a kid. I owned it. I felt like my parents, got the $5 bargain bin instead of buying me the official games. But I've played it as an adult and looking back, and I mean, I played it a ton as a kid too. It's a really fun game. It really is a fun game. I was looking for that flying carpet section for years. Yeah. Let's see. Let's go to Shinobi while y'all talk. Y'all like Shinobi?
Shinobi's fun. It's a really good close port. I mean, as close as it could.
Oh yeah, arcade port, of course. And I played this in the arcade for sure. Hi, Mr. P. So not Tiny T536. I can't tell by your picture and your name, so I'm assuming you're a student of mine. What's up, not Tiny T5336? Say your name if you want to. You don't have to. I know the internet's not always safe to say that, but welcome in. Oh yeah, here we go. Shinobi,
and I mean that intro scene and
I remember this Ken O guy, man.
Yep, it looks great. And then I mean they went and made basically a knockoff of their own game and put Alex Kidd in Shinobi World.
Oh yeah, I actually played that today too.
But I mean this one, it plays. I think it plays really well. It is tough. I haven't beat this one yet, but I've made it, I think, close to the end. I mean, it's just learn the patterns and attack the guys, save the kids, and throw your shurikens. And then the bonus levels are first-person view, and you're throwing them. You got to line up your ninja and throw them at the ninjas running across the screen in front of you.
There you go. All right.
Anyways, fun game, man.
It is a fun game. It is affordable loose, $16.50.
There you go.
So, well within reasonable range, I think, for retro games. Master System, like I said, it's really reasonable to collect for the most part.
You must have got that same power up you got in the last game.
The screeching one?
The screeching.
Ow! He bit me! Ouch, Charlie! That hurts.
Charlie bit me. What a throwback there. Nice.
Charlie bit me.
Charlie?
All right.
Andy, you didn't play this game, did you? Any versions of Shinobi?
I didn't play any of these.
Whoa.
None of these. In fact, none of the games that I'm even picking did I play.
Because he hasn't played any of them.
I haven't played any. There you go. Now I'm going to go to my next one though because I love this series of games, and maybe you can educate. So let me just say this: I threw this in ChatGPT after it didn't know anything about me, and it said, "Hey, by the way, the only problem is this didn't come out on the Master System, but everywhere else I looked, it did." So you can totally correct me on this. I have a backup pick if it didn't. The research I did outside of ChatGPT shows that it was on the Master System. So hopefully this one counts. I saw the box art with the Master System, everything. So the whole deal. I don't know why, ChatGPT doesn't always get everything right. So it could be just that. But I love these games. I played them on multiple systems, including the 64 actually has a version of this too, believe it or not. This is a fun game that, again, is kind of right up the alley of these games that I've been picking today as far as the commitment level that you need to this game to have a lot of fun with it is very minimum, which is kind of where I'm at with most of my games. But I love this series of games, and I'm going to go my first racing game today, my only racing game, and I'm going to go Road Rash. is going to be my next pick. Now, ChatGPT told me that it wasn't there, so I need a fact check. I'm totally okay with it not counting if it wasn't on there, but when I looked at it, it was there. So is it on? It's on yours, so it's playing. Well, perfect. Road Rash, super fun. It was a motorcycle game, but it's motorcycle / fighting game in a sense because you would hit the other people off with crowbars or baseball bats or whatever it is that you had as they approached you. So it was kind of fighting when they got near you. As the game progressed, I remember over the years that the soundtracks were great to these games. They had like Soundgarden on them and things like that, which was really cool. And then I remember it would kind of like make fun of you too. Like if you finished towards the bottom half of the racers, you always got a consolation prize. And I remember one of the consolation prizes was a box of moist towelettes. My dad and I still make that joke. I don't know why. An assortment of fine cheeses you would get as a consolation prize. So like just silly things like that you would win along the way. But Road Rash, I again never played on Master System. I can imagine the Master System is a little clunky and slow with things that I don't know how well this game would be on that side of things. But as it progressed over time, loved the whole Road Rash series of games. So that's going to be my link today. And Kirk, I know we've talked about Road Rash before. I'm assuming I don't know how it plays on that. I see you're playing it now.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. There you go. All right. So Road Rash counts. We're counting it on the Mega System because of the Master System, whatever it is. We're counting that. So that's good to know. That is good to know that ChatGPT was wrong about me liking RPGs and about Road Rash not counting. So there you go. Any thoughts on Road Rash? I mean,
it's fun. I'm having a blast.
There you go.
Yeah, it's
Road
Rash. I mean, if you played it, I think you'd either love it or you hate it because, like you said, if you don't like racing games but you like beat 'em ups, like this one might win you over because you get to race and then
a little bit of both.
The chain and bam, bam, you're sitting there, knock them out, and then you also get to run from the police a little bit if one of them.
It's very standard, like typical. You know, as you can see on Kirk's screen, like a lot of racing games kind of had this mechanism. It was very much just straightforward like that. But then you make it a motorcycle, and then you make it the fighting. It's what makes it unique. And I just remember loving this game, Road Rash. This was one not on this system, but in general that I would rent from Blockbuster. It's a super, super fun game. And again,
I'm assuming that it gets harder than this, but so far it's been pretty.
The further you get into it, the better.
There's the first car coming in my direction.
You have to upgrade your bike or not. I imagine it does.
I was waiting for that. A car coming the other way. Now I'm getting cars the other way.
But there won't be as many cars and as frequent, and same with the motorcycles, just because limitations of the tech at the time. But it's another one of those cases. Like it's really cool what they're able to do with limited tech in the system.
I'm going over 100, if that matters.
It's kilometers. It doesn't count.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You're what? You're going like 70 right now. So I don't know the conversion. I just got into soccer, so I mean, you know.
I don't know either.
I'm going to Rash for my link, which brings us now to the number one, the creme de la creme of the Master System. It was a forced rhyme, but we made it work. Owazrim, what is your number one pick?
Well, there's been some talk about the Castlevania conversion, and I'm sure people might have heard this one and like, what the heck? Like Sega made a knockoff Castlevania for the Sega Master System.
Yeah, I played it today.
It's called Master of Darkness.
Yeah, it's fun.
Master.
It's kind of like Ouija boards and stuff.
Yeah, you're playing Dr. Social, and you're hunting down several guys, but Jack the Ripper and several other characters. But it's like Castlevania. Instead of having a whip, though, you have. I think you start.
Hey, I finished the first level.
Dagger. You start off with a crummy dagger, and then you have. you get different kinds of swords, and you get an axe. You even have your secondary.
Wait, you get a what?
An axe.
An ox.
An ox. You get an axe. Now beware.
This is my ox.
This is my axe. And my axe. Now don't axe me that again.
There it is.
Oh, Marble Madness.
Yeah, there's a hammer, sword, and axe, but you get the secondary weapon. One of them is a little pistol, a bomb, a boomerang. There might be one or two others I forget. But
So I'm watching gameplay right now. Are these like zombies that are coming out of the water?
there are some zombies that you
Floating
fight.
masks in the middle of this. Wow, that's interesting.
But you have the I don't think they're candles, but you have something I forget off the top of my head. There's something that you hit and you get your power ups. You got to be careful though, because some of them will take you down with your weapon.
It's like floating masks.
Those masks are the candles in Castlevania.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
and so you hit
I was
those.
playing it today.
You got to learn which ones not to hit, because some of them will destroy your. Like if you have the axe, it'll take you back down to your little dagger, which is the weakest weapon in the game. So you gotta
don't-
learn, but it also has. It doesn't have wall chicken. It has wall potions to heal you up.
Oh yeah, I got those today.
Yeah, and
I think I got to the boss of the first level.
that I think that's Jack the Ripper. But the end all be all is you fight Count Dracula, who's going to
Here it
kill you
is.
all and eat
Here
your
it is.
face.
Yeah, fun
Yes,
game.
That's the bomb. He's got the little swashbuckling sword. So that was his bombs went up to.
I mean,
18.
even those staircases. You know what I mean?
The masks look like when you are in Super Mario 2 and you're inside of the vase.
Yeah.
And it's
And
the
you
little
steal the
mask.
key.
Yeah, and the mask comes after you. That's all I was thinking of. Anyway, bats again, annoying bats.
Annoying bats.
Are there any games like
Bats are the anti-heroes.
bats are the bane of my.
So
They're the villains of every game.
Prime says this game's over $200 now. Laughing faces says Cyan, a hammer, a sword, an axe, gun, bomb, boomerang, stake, spikes. The game will give you the weakest weapon right before the boss fight.
Yep, that's why you don't jump into the masks. And
You've done a
hit the
no
mask.
death run on this game.
Yeah. Oh
Wow.
my gosh, that's impressive.
I can tell you I died multiple times in the first level.
I've never played this game, and I've probably died 3 times already. So,
But yeah, loose it's about $60. So loose it's affordable. And
he says so 200 would be like complete, right?
yeah, 200. And the biggest thing with all this stuff, wait for deals. Don't buy into the FOMO but wait for deals, because you can usually find it for less than what the price starting value is, and price starting is very hit and miss, especially with Master System, because a lot of people don't care. Most people don't care.
Yeah.
Like it.
It was
that's
a
my
fun
big
game. I look, the reason I picked it, all jokes aside, I saw a video that you did, the one that everybody was commenting that you were stretched, and it said, what am I going to play for games this Friday or whatever it was? And you went through a list, and like the third game was this game, and I was like, I never heard of that game. Let me play that game. And I pulled it up, and I was like very delighted. It was a fun game. It was the one game out of all the games I played today that I had never played that I would be like, oh yeah, I might move that onto an honorable mention. It was a fun game. It was so Castlevania that you just had to put the name on the title. And I like the spin, the Jack the Ripper type stuff, like whatever it was, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's like old, old monsters or old like bad guys from the early 1900s, it's 1800s or whatever. It was a really cool game. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Keep the hammer and bomb. I did like the bomb. I had the bomb and I was just
boom, 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 boom. I was doing all you ride a little gondola across, and I was just bombing everybody, man.
Yep.
AKA whip and axe. Yeah, that I guess the bomb is essentially axe. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Yeah, so Andy, at Cannon's Camp, they play all these games, and if you win, you get just like at the arcade, just like at the arcade, and you play all those, and you get stuffies, and you move up. Well, he won some stuffies, and he gave them to Carson, and it's the same stuffies, and her camp was today. So she went in with extras, and they upgraded today.
Nice.
This is a winner. This is like for what, 10? 5? Yeah. Anyways, cool.
Awesome.
But I figured you'd love that because we were talking about the camp, Andy. Hey, so I'll jump in and do mine. And I don't think there's any doubt of what game this is. It's the beginnings of a great franchise. I've watched many people play it online. Matter of fact, Owazrim, I think you were playing at least one of the versions of this online, but I am absolutely going with the greatest of role-playing games on Sega, Fantasy Star with a PH, Fantasy Star. What's really cool about Fantasy Star, Andy, and I know you don't know anything about it, so I'm just going to help you. It's like it is fantasy, right? But it is also science fiction. There is a lot of space and techniques to it. It's very Star Wars-esque as opposed to Lord of the Rings, if you will. There are a lot of really cool elements. I know you hate role-playing games, but this is it. It's a dungeon crawler when you get into the actual game. So you kind of like you fight online, but it is the hack and slash. But here's another cool thing. One of the things that you don't like about role-playing games is that you don't actually see and move around. It's like click, go, punch. This is one of the first ones I remember that when you click it, it like shows the hands come out and actually hits. There's some games where you're just like the guy moves up, like Final Fantasy 1, and just go, and then the guy goes. So this one kind of so kind of dungeon crawler like that. But yeah, Fantasy Star is, gosh, it's a staple of Sega. I have the only Fantasy Star I have is the version on GameCube. I have the Japanese Fantasy Star 4 online for the GameCube. But yeah, Andy, Fantasy Star is an RPG like Pokemon.
Except there is one key distinction though that makes it problematic for me, and it's actually what most RPGs. The problem I have with them is that there aren't Pokemon in it. That's the problem.
I'm sure it could be modded.
Now, if you mod it, maybe we're not FanDuel. I mean, come on now, we're not.
So actually, this is the version I have right here on the GameCube. And it's Fantasy Star Online Episode 1 and 2, Japanese version. But thanks to Kevin who's online, I can actually play this again. But that's as close as I got.
There you go.
There it is. Fun stuff, man.
And both artworks are pretty good.
What is this person doing? Just going up and come on.
They're looking for a battle.
Die against the first creature you encounter in this game. So you take it kind of slow, and you run back into town after you fought once or twice until you get a level or two, or you go and buy a weapon or an upgrade. So that's all they're doing right now.
Yeah,
see, those aren't Pokemon.
There you go. You see the little slap. Yeah, it's like first-person shooter. Look at this.
And there is a character that can use a gun. So
There is Mayo. It's a cat-like creature in your party. There you go.
Yep.
It's kind of like meow.
You get a kitty. Here, kitty.
So yeah, there's my George of Sega Master System games.
Very nice. Very nice.
And Andy, I know you love that game. I knew that wasn't on your list. I kind of thought it was going to be on Owazrim's list, but he went a different route. So I like that. Andy, who's your George?
Okay, I mean, so yes, I have not played this game because I've not played the Master System, but I've played one on a very similar system before. There is no doubt what the George is, and it is right there. Sonic 2. I think Sega. I think Sonic. I think Sonic. Now, I did not play the Master System. However, I did play the Game Gear, and I had.
Although
Sonic.
you did watch me play one of those today.
Yes, but I played Sega 2 on the Game Gear, and very similar to what what you're seeing on the screen right now. Same level, same all that kind of stuff. The mine cart little stuff that happened. Yeah, there you go.
Is it part 2?
This is 2. Sonic 2 is what I'm going to go with here. But I love Sonic. I mean, I love a good platformer, but I love Sonic. He's a great character.
Go Bellis! That's what.
This is literally the same game as the Game Gear game. Just the graphics are slightly different here with that one. But I remember having this game or having the Game Gear and playing that, and I don't think I played another game on the Game Gear. I think that's maybe Tetris, but that might have been about it that was happening on Game Gear for me. But I love Sonic, man.
I like how both buttons are jump spin.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't really do much then. You had
all you needed him to do is you jump. That's it.
But it was
how simple Sonic is.
Even back then, they had the concept down. What was it? It was a platformer, and you were getting rings, and that was pretty much it. You got hit, you lose every ring, and that's everything that happened there. So, but I love Sonic. I mean, everything that it's become, everything that's happened since, all the other games that have come out and have continued to come out. In fact, Kevin, I know he's in here. I was playing the Sega game that he loaded to the GameCube just the other night, and even the newer Sega games, they've changed a little bit, because of the times and everything, but still a great game. And then obviously, the movies and everything, how it's kind of blown up and everything. But I do love this game. So Sonic 2, that's going to be my George. That's the number one. I knew that all along. That was going to be there for sure. It's kind of, when you think Nintendo, it's like Sega's Mario, essentially, what I feel like.
It's their mascot. So yeah. Sonic is their mascot after Alex Kidd failed.
And after Alf didn't really pan out, although we do agree that it is the best one. So. I get a Wii. My aunt texted me the other day and said, "Hey, do you want a Wii?" And I was like, "Sure." And all she has is Just Dance and Wii Sports. That's the only games I have for it. Which Wii has a lot of games that are like Pet My Dog 7. You're like, what? Why did they make this a game? Watch the Paint Dry 14. What? There's like a dictionary game, isn't there? What was the game that was? What was the game that Yellow Rose showed us? May not have been for the Wii, but it was like the quit smoking. It was like a.
These are the ones that kill me.
It was DS.
These are the ones that kill me. This is what I was thinking of when you were saying that. But when I got the double screen, I got it for my daughter, and this is the
great games on the Wii for
and
sure.
This is the stuff she wanted to purchase. Whoops. Wedding Designer.
Yeah. What
Family Doctor. Teacher.
That's from the Community Helper line of games.
Yeah. These games are probably collectively worth $1.
Yeah.
More than what they are printed on.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
We can do the same for Wii. You just got, there is a lot of trash on it, but there is some solid games. Yeah, there are. Sonic 1 had different level elements on the Master System. I played Sonic 1 today, not 2. Sonic 1 was a lot different than I remember. So I'm playing 2 here, but hey, good list. But now it's time for the Benjamins. And if you've been around here long enough, you know that the Benjamins is what it's all about. So, all about the Benjamins is just our fun game of doing honorable mentions. Now, nothing that has been mentioned can be mentioned now unless it was nothing that's been picked can be picked. Things that have been mentioned can still be picked. But once something that is picked, it's gone. So, you start, Owazrim, and here's the thing. If you stay on your path and Andy stays on his path and I stay on my path, we're not going to cross paths. But if you happen to think you have one that might one of us have, you probably want to take that first. It doesn't have to be in an order, if you will, because the idea is to build your best case. And if somebody else takes a really good game, then that makes you a little upset. So you're up first. What's the first game that just missed your mountain? Because Benjamin Franklin was the guy that missed the Mount Rushmore. And
Ninja Gaiden on the Master System.
Dang it, man. I played this today. And I think it might have been the first time I've ever played this. I was kind of trying to hold my cards close to my chest. This game, I think it's the first time I ever played it. And it was a blast. It's different than all the other games in the Ninja Gaiden that I can remember. And I had a blast playing this, grabbing the little things and flipping up and getting on. Dude, I had a blast. Now, Ninja Gaiden is famously for how hard it is. This was a hard version because the Sega controls are just wonky. They're just wonky. And another thing that's wonky, and rightfully so, I don't have a Sega controller. I'm actually playing with a Super Nintendo controller. But still, you only have 2 buttons, basically. So, but it's just wonky. And so, anyway.
That may be the controller, because like I don't use a standard controller either. Actually got somebody made a NES style Master System controller, and I often use this or a
so what I need, Owazrim, and this is something I probably need to look for this week. I need a really good USB controller. I have the Switch one works really good. But I do want another really good one. I usually play with the Super Nintendo controller if I'm playing like older games, because it's one that I have that's USB. I don't have many other USB controllers. The Nintendo USB ones I bought are terrible. I bought them like online. But anyways, good game. Hey, my next one that just missed, and forgive me because I need to pull up my list and see what's left. That there are some things that you guys picked that I can't pick. And honestly, Ninja Gaiden was one that I had on the list. Master of Darkness was one that I had on the list. But let's see. Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to save that one for the end. I figure that one's going to make it. The best of these, in my estimation, I'm going to go with a game else I played today. I'm going to go with Alex Kidd in Miracle World. I played it today. It wasn't the first time I played it, but it was something that I've played before. I just haven't played it often, and it was a really fun game. A slippery game. It's kind of wonky with the controls, but it was one of those things that Sega wanted to be the flagship, and it didn't work out. So, fun game. Alex Kidd in Miracle World. There's like 5 of those. There's one in like Shinobi World and Tech World.
Which the High Tech World is actually just a reskin of a game from the Mark III. Animitsu Jaime or something.
Right. So I'm going to go with that one. Andy, I don't think I'm going to pick any that you pick. So it's kind of, I'm trying to take 2 picks from Owazrim possibly, but
all right, so if my games earlier were games I didn't know, these are games that I just found out about today. No, some of them I know. Let's go with great series here. Let's go Double Dragon.
Yeah, I had that one on my list, and I thought you might take it.
Yeah, Double Dragon, just for what it became eventually too. And then I like the cartoon series. I like all the things that came from it too.
The movie. How about the movie?
The movie, toys. I mean, a fun line there.
The Abobo in the movie is wild.
Yeah. My next one was one I actually found out about today. And it sounds like a predecessor to some other games, or at least like an idea predecessor to some other games that I've played before. I watched the gameplay. It looks horrible, but the concept's cool. And I'm going to go with Basketball Nightmare. You would play like monsters and different things, like different creatures you would play against. And, you know, if you know me, I like Mutant League football and all those things. And it's reminiscent of that, not in the gameplay at all, but the idea of not just a straight up, you know, actual basketball players. It's kind of silly. So we're gonna go with that one for my next pick today.
I have not played that one.
All right. Well, my next pick. I mean, I wish I could have used the two that have already been said. I was, you know, the Masters of Darkness and the Ninja Gaiden. Those two were two that I thought might be potential to jump into. A lot of these games. Like one of these games I know nobody's going to pick, but I'm going to pick it because it's the game that the kid in the trailer had for sure. I'm going to go with here's a fun one. And I've played it a couple times just because it's different than the Nintendo version, and it is way better than the Nintendo version. The Nintendo version might be one of the worst games of all time. I'm going with Ghostbusters. The Sega Master System game is just a complete different game, and it's much better. I wish the Nintendo one would be very similar. Nintendo's version is like widely considered like Back to the Future type terrible,
yeah,
horrible game. All right,
the version is really nice.
The master version is good. It's fun. Here's the game right here. The basketball game.
Basketball Nightmare.
Yeah.
Did we lose Andy?
No.
Oh, no, I thought he froze for a second.
Oh no, I'm here.
Were you just watching the gameplay?
So,
I'm watching gameplay on my.
Here's the thing, Andy. What it looks like. Just you can pick like Japan, France, Canada, and whatever like country you pick is what skin color the same guy is. So everybody's the same guy, just your different colors, like actual skin and hair. But I think the settings are kind of more scary. Like you can play in different places. But anyways, what's your two next picks, Owazrim?
My two next. This is tough.
I got kicked out.
This is tough. All right. So one of them is going to be Ghouls and Ghosts for the match.
Okay. That was on my list. That's something I thought Andy might be looking at.
This, like, I didn't care for the Ghouls and Ghosts series, but because it was on the Master System, I was like, all right, I got to get it, and I got to give it a shot. People complain because it's easy. It has a magic system that you can use, and you power up your helmet and your chest piece, and as you and your boots, and as you level those up, you get more hit points. You can jump further. You can use magic more often. But I didn't know about that when I was first started playing the game. So I was going through, and I wasn't getting any power ups. I wasn't using the magic, and it's a tough game. If you want a tough game, because everyone complains that it's easy, it's like, don't use the magic system. Don't open the chests and get power ups. But to me, it's a really fun version of Ghouls and Ghosts. It's actually the only version I care to play, but it's well worth it, giving it a shot. If you want something that's easy, you can cheese the chest because you have infinite lives. So you sit there, you open the chest, and then you kill yourself, and then go and open that chest right there at the beginning of the game, and you can power up and just breeze through the game. And just like all the others, you need to go through it twice to get the real ending. But it's a fun game. And because I struggled through it without using getting any of the power-ups, like it was one of the things that it was a fun challenge to try to do.
Oh, there's the call. There's the call again. All right. So you get another one. Now you're going to start around here.
I'm trying to, I'm just going to throw two of them in there at once because they're both shooters. So we're going to do Power Strike and Submarine Attack. I'm cheap.
Veteran move.
So Power Strike, and actually there's a Power Strike 2, which they're both fun.
Somebody in the chat mentioned Power Strike earlier.
Yep, they did.
I think it might have been Prime.
But Power Strike is kind of like your standard shooter, but it's fun. But Submarine Attack, it's a horizontal shooter, and you are a submarine. There's not too many of those. And it's bright, it's colorful. You can shoot out in front of you, and you have a missile that you shoot up that arcs up and out to take on stuff. So it's not a long game. It's not.
Can you shoot tough. Echo the Dolphin in that one?
That would be so fun. So funny.
We talked about that game. That game seems very innocent at first, and then when you actually get to the game, you're like, "What's happening?"
It goes from this isn't too bad to oh my gosh.
Hey, can I just throw something in? I'm playing this game. What is really cool about it is not a lot of games shot up or down.
Yeah.
In this one, you can shoot up and down.
Yep.
So that's kind of cool.
You can jump and shoot, and it's a really good game. And like I said, the shooters are fun.
All right, Kirk, you get.
Kyle made Power Strike and Power Strike 2 and Govelius.
All right. Well, my next pick is I'm gonna go with. So here's a veteran move. I'm not going with this first one I mentioned because I played it today. And it was widely considered one of the best games out, and it's cool to look at. But the controls were awful. It was just awful. Wonder Boy 3, the dragon, whatever. Dude, I'd slide 6 blocks. Yeah, there you go. I tried playing that today. It's a fun game, I guess. I got stuck in a place where I couldn't even get out. They wouldn't even let me out because I didn't have a key or something. I don't know. And I was like, whatever. But Wonder Boy 1, which is basically which is basically a Hudson's Adventure Island clone. I'm going with Wonder Boy, the first one, and it looks just like Hudson's Adventure Island, which I love that game. You jump, you hit rocks, and get skateboards and fruit, and it's essentially. And I played to level 7 or 8 today. It's also a hard game, but Wonder Boy, the first one, definitely is better than the third one. It doesn't look better, but I had a lot more fun playing it.
You just don't know what you're doing, so we'll let that one pass.
But no, I mean it was so slippery. You had to run in and swing before you even got there. It was cool to look at. I just didn't. I was like, gosh, these controls are terrible. And again, it could be just my controller, but it was super slippery.
But it's also, you got your tiny sword. That's one thing that the Wonder Boy games, you get this tiny sword, you go, doop, doop. So you're, bing, bing, bing,
yeah, and you had to get real close. Snakes jumping at me. I'm trying to hit it. And then I have to move closer, and then it hits me, and I'm like, dang it. Yeah.
That's not what I'm going for here. What's going on, Sonny boy?
Wasn't me. I didn't start playing Power Strike until I've watched Mark playing the Game Gear version in the classic room. Only Zoom 909 SG 1000 lets you shoot up and down. Yeah. Certain stages, yeah, Prime. Hey, all right, Andy, you get back-to-back to finish off.
I do. None of mine got chosen today. That's awesome. I'm going to go with this one strictly because the box art makes me think this is where I'm at today. Makes me think of the Pantera album, Vulgar Display of Power. I'm going to go with My Hero. If you look at the box art, it's just a guy getting punched in the face. It's perfect. I've watched gameplay. It's whatever. It looks like whatever. You're just going through. You have to like jump and kick to get people. That's like the only attack it looked like, at least. The box art is just perfect, man.
It's a game of a guy getting punched in the face.
Yeah, it's just all it is. The second pick, I'm going to do my last pick today. And again, it's box art because it's kind of weird, but also the game itself. I'm going to go with just pro wrestling. The box art, if you look at it, it's like a guy who's decapitated.
Somehow he's got himself in a headlock.
I guess he's holding his own head. I don't really know what's happening there. That was funny, but it's funny that in the game, it's not licensed or whatever, but there's 4 tag teams you can pick. It's the Mad Soldiers, which are definitely like, they have the face paint and everything like that. It's like Legion of Doom. Orient Express, the Great Mask Men is like the Luchadors, and then the Crush Brothers. So they're definitely adjacent to some stars or whatever. But I'm gonna go with pro wrestling. Just
I want to rush.
Throw another wrestling game on there. So there we go. I did it today. I did 8 megas.
All right. Well, my last game. Oh, that you finished it with all 8. That's awesome. My last game. This game sucks. I mean, it's not. It's not good, but it is one of my favorite games. Pretty solely. We lost the camera for Andy. No, not Alf. It's not Alf. Solely because this is the game the kid at the end of the block in the trailer had, and we played the most of for whatever reason. But I'm going with Safari Hunt. Man, it's just a basic kind of silly shooter game with a light gun. Yeah. So it's like Duck Hunt type game. But yeah, Safari Hunt was. What up, Bryce J. Doe, Retro Vault. Hello, Bryce. Can't wait to hang out. You're in Greenville. Where are you guys staying?
We'll be there tomorrow.
Text me where you're staying. I'm not a doctor, but I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night. That's where I'm staying.
That's where I'm staying, but not the same one apparently.
Yeah, my wife said it's like 5 minutes. I don't know. Might be longer. I don't know. But anyways, Safari Hunt, is a game that I played a lot of. Sleep In. Well, don't sleep in because you're gonna miss it. Tell Retro Vault hello, and we can't wait to have them on the show, Bryce, if they're there with you. And boo, what? Boo?
Your joke just got.
Oh, dang it, man. All right, Waz, you gonna finish the show off with Alf? What are we doing?
No, I'm gonna go a totally different route. Because these are homebrew games. These are games I picked up in the last couple of years that were just released.
Heroes and Demons.
Heroes Against Demons. It's just a little puzzle game. You match the stuff. You match the swords. You attack the enemy.
So kind of like, what's the name of that game? Puzzle Fighter.
Puzzle Quest.
Puzzle Quest.
Oh, and then Puzzle Fighters, and it's along that genre.
Yeah.
You have 3 different characters you can select from, but you connect the dots basically. Here's a fun little shooter, Pigaris, where you're a pig and you can play
It's like Kid Icarus. Pigaris.
Yep, Flight of Pigaris or Pigaris.
Hey, so
people are still making games for the Masters.
Billy Buitt. What?
Billy Buitt.
What's up, Billy Buitt? Hey, Billy Buitt. What's up, Billy?
Did you do it?
Billy, thanks for coming, man.
But, lots of stuff we didn't mention, but good stuff out there.
Oh, it's Rachel.
Rachel.
What's up, Rach?
So not Billy Buitt.
Billy
Buitt.
That's Billy's daughter.
Billy's daughter.
Billy Buick's daughter.
Yeah. So, what's up, Rachel? Welcome into the show, and thanks for being here. And man, that's a good list.
Rachel, what are your top 4 Sega Master System games?
Let's just go with Sega games.
What is a Master System?
What is a Master System?
Bryce.
Can't wait to hug you tomorrow. Let's take a picture. Let's do some content. Hey, I want to do a couple videos with you. All right. And then Retro Vault and all you guys. So, all right. One more thing to do.
What else do we have to do? Oh, that's right.
Yes, I will be streaming at my booth. Oh, Bryce, you got a booth? Nice. I told Austin I would like to have a table to play some of these games and whatever, but I just got we got the church, so I'm good with what we got. So I'm appreciative. But all right, look. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna spin the wheel. Wherever it lands, we're gonna play that game. Unless it lands on one of the games we can't play. Oh, that's gonna be one we can't play.
Well, there you go.
So the game is, all right, there's 2 that you can pick from. Okay, Owazrim? You can pick a Would You Rather game, or I'm going to give you 5 things, and you have to cut 1. So I'm going to give you 5 things. You have to cut 1. So it's either that or Would You Rather.
Like 5 things and cut 1.
5 things and
5 to 4.
1. 5 things and cut 1. You know what? We could actually do both. So
I'd love to be a part of this if it's more Sega Master System stuff.
Yeah, it's more Master System games. All right. So let me get to that one. Blind rank, no.
We'll do Bryce.
All right.
I'm easily spotted.
One's got to go. One's got to go. All right. All right. I'm going to go with this one for you. I got 2 of them here. I'm going to go with this one for you. One's got to go. Your 5 are Shinobi, Phantasy Star, Wonder Boy 3, Alex Kidd Miracle. This is like my whole list. Wow. Alex Kidd
Take your whole list away.
And Golden Axe Warrior.
Oh.
That's for Owazrim. Which one
Alex
has
Kidd
to
Miracle
go?
World.
Forever. Alex Kidd in Miracle World?
Alex Kidd in Miracle World, yep.
That would probably be where I went to. That is probably the lowest.
That's the lowest hanging.
It was the lowest honorable mention I had. Now, this is a little harder, Andy. You probably have heard of only one of these because I said it in my list. Actually, you probably know 2, maybe 3 of these. Maybe 3. Number 1, Moonwalker, the Michael Jackson game. Number 2, Time Soldiers. Cool game. Number 3, Fantasy Zone. Another cool game. Number 4, Rastan, which is the one I mentioned. And number 5, Great Shooter, R-Type.
So what am I doing with this one again?
You have to figure out which one of these are getting cut.
All right, I'm going to cut. Give me the third one you said.
You're cutting Fantasy Zone.
Yeah, of course.
It says a fantasy. I mean, you're just not fantasy.
Yeah.
It's
fantasy with a PH.
No, it's with an F. This one's an F.
That's
not
better.
Fantasy Star.
No.
Fantasy Zone.
Cut that sucker out of here. I don't even know what we're talking
Get it out of here.
You're out of here, bud.
As long as you kept R-Type, I guess it doesn't really matter.
R-Type was a game that I had on my my short list. All right, here, real quick. This or that. Would you rather's? Fantasy Star or Golden Axe Warrior?
Golden Axe Warrior. I mean, if we've learned anything today, it's that I like.
What you got?
I think I'd have to do Fantasy Star. Fantasy Star is
Shinobi or Ninja Gaiden?
Oh, a
What was the
ninja
first?
versus ninja.
Shinobi or Ninja Gaiden?
Gaiden.
Gaiden.
I think I'd take Shinobi.
Then I'll pick Ninja Gaiden.
All right. Wonder Boy 3, Alex Kidd.
Which Alex Kidd?
Just it just says Alex Kidd, but probably Miracle World.
Wonder Boy 3.
Yeah, sure. Alex.
How about this? Arcade ports or original games? Master System, Marceau. It's been a while. It's
Top
like
4 Master
Sega.
System games, Marceau. Go.
Master System, Marceau. Shinobi is greater than Ninja Gaiden. Hey, buddy. Hey, Master System, Marceau. You going to
Sega.
Siege?
Sega.
If you are, come say hello. Find me. Find us. We're going to be bouncing around. Alex Kidd is greater than any Wonder Boy, he says.
That one's controversial there. Alex Kidd Shinobi World is great, and that's like the only Alex Kidd game. Like, yeah, that one's really fun.
So arcade ports or original games? Do you like arcade ports the best or games that are original to a system? Specifically the Master System.
That's kind of difficult because a lot of arcade ports were made for the Master System because that was part of the shtick was arcade at home.
I was doom scrolling and I came across your live. Well, Rachel, we're glad you're here. We are glad you are here. I love that you're doom scrolling on Billy's account. That's even better.
We'll go with original.
Hey, subscribe Billy to here so that he can come and see us.
Come on, sub it. That's why we got to sub the channel.
He may already be. That's why we're in the doom scroll. Hey, here's one. Andy, you'll love this.
I will.
RPGs or action?
Action.
Action.
You could give me RPGs or kicking a puppy.
I mean,
R-Type or Fantasy Zone?
R-Type.
R-Type. Moonwalker or Rastan?
Oof.
Like Michael Jackson's Moonwalker?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd have to go with Rastan.
I'm going to go with Michael Jackson. Why not?
Because then you still have Michael Jackson on the Genesis.
Yeah. Time Soldiers or Action Fighter?
Action Fighter because it's more of a Spy Hunter clone.
Time Soldier sounds fun. I don't know. I'll take it.
And I am subbed. Awesome. Fantasy Zone, he says. Rastan, Master System Marceau says. He also said this year, maybe not. Wait, hold on. Next year, probably going. This year, probably not. What about Game Ground, Prime says?
Oh, Game Ground that's one game I'm still trying to get for the Master System. There's not
like Game Grill.
Game Grill. Speaking of Game Grill,
at
St. Andy Collectors Con this year, that Andy and I will be the host and DJs and whatever. The main guy, the main girl is April O'Neil.
I don't know if it's announced. Oh, well, that one's announced. The one I sent you today, I don't know if that's
it's not announced. But
it's official, but I don't think it's been announced.
The main guy is like Gangrel. Let's just say that. So where? That's in Mandeville. Master System. Oh gosh, present company. I know the answers for this. Master System or Nintendo?
Master System.
Fat Boys Gaming and Nonsense. Wow. Look at what the cat dragged in. Well, that's what white people say. Look at what the cat dragged in. That is one.
Whoops a daisy.
White people say. Yo, Fat Boys Gaming, Prime's up in here. Fat Boys Gaming, man. Gosh, miss you, man. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hey, light phaser games or platformers? And that's it.
Platformers.
Platformers for me. Sega Master
Just
System.
Because the number is
not
also, I'd go with the platformers, but June I did the 3D glass games for the Master System and played them on stream, all of them. And then July I started playing the light phaser games. I think I made it through all of the ones that I've got. Just to show them off. And it's cool because the Master System has a nice game to bridge the gap called Missile Defense 3D, where you need the 3D glasses and the light phaser, so you get to look super cool while you're shooting stuff. Where's the gun? Here's my gun.
There you go. You don't want to mess with that guy. Right there.
Well, here's the thing. That's the last one that we have. Let's tell what's happening. So tomorrow, be on the lookout. Retro Cannon and I are driving to Siege. We're going to spend all weekend at Siege. And on Sunday, we are Sunday, if you're there, Sunday, we are doing our Redemption Isn't Dead, Nerd in the Word Church in the big panel room. So I'm super excited. Honestly, I'm a little nervous. It's going to be our biggest one yet, but I'm excited for to hang out. I know Owazrim's going. My son's going. There's so many people that's been in the chat today that are going or that are already there. It's the biggest event of in the South every year for video games, in my opinion. We've gone the last 3 years, and this year we get to be a part of it. So I'm super excited. The first year I went was the first time I met Owazrim in person. Matter of fact, you gave my son a couple boxes of baseball cards, and he's going to be there this year. And he goes, "Dad, you remember that? That was so crazy. That guy was so nice." I was like, "Yeah." He'll be there this week too. He's like, "Cool." So, anyways, Owazrim, share with the 13s of us all about your neck of the woods, your slice of the pie, your part of the internet, and then we'll go home.
All right. Well, I'm Owazrim, or Owa, or Owaz, or just about any combination.
Owaz. Yeah, I kind of, it's like Scott the Waz. You got to be the Owaz.
I'm the Waz.
It'd be cool if your name was Scott the Owaz. That you could kind of, anyways.
Yeah.
If you can work on that for next time.
But I'm on YouTube and Twitch, and I occasionally put stuff on Rumble. I haven't done it in a while since YouTube stopped letting me export my stuff automatically over there. But I play retro games, some modern stuff. Played through Exhibition 33 this year and Phantasy Star on the Master System. Love, enjoy collecting and play. Actually, more so playing the games and collecting now. But just appreciate the retro community and getting to know everyone. And it's been great to learn about the different stuff that's out there to play and how it can bring us together. And the community is really cool and interesting and really weird how everyone is somehow connected together. But that's just how.
Hey, Retro Vault. Hey, Retro Vault. I'm going to throw you.
I hope it is.
Retro Vault. Since you're here, I'm going to throw you a wrench. Retro Vault's going to be on the show in a couple weeks. Both of them. It's a power couple. And let me think. They are going to be talking about, Andy, do you remember what it is? Top 4 games.
Is it Comfort Games?
No, Comfort Games is actually Pixel Parts and the Bearded Wonder, the other Bearded Wonder.
Adam the Retro Beard.
Adam the Retro Beard is going to be Comfort Games. And I think RNG's sliding in with them over there because that's the time that he could get in. He was supposed to be on here today, but it's all good. All good in the hood. We are doing game memories. And look, I'm pulling up my list.
Almost had it.
I was almost there.
Missed it by that much.
I missed it by that much. So let's see. Since you said that, before we head out, let's talk about who's coming on and what we're doing. All right. So we've already had 90s defining games with Tabletop Vibes and Cosmic Ben. Then we had Sega Master System today with Owazrim. Next week, we're on with PNX World, PNX Games, Pammy and Javi with handheld games of all time. Then we're going to do games we wish we could play for the very first time again. That's going to be Aaron and his buddy who he streams with, Caleb. Aaron's been on twice. This will be his third time. Caleb, this will be his first. And then August 6th, boom, Bryce J. Dub, who's in the chat. And Bryce, I thought you were going to bed. But Bryce J. Dub, who's in the chat, he's going to be on with Monado Max for Switch games. And then we're going to have Menzie from Nintendo Land and Tony Rourke from Game Central Station. They're going to be doing top 4 collectibles of all time in video games.
That's cool.
And then Adam and Heather from Retro Beard and Pixel Parts, they're doing comfort games. And then Retro Vault is doing gaming memories. And then we're opening up music with Nerd Cave, Ashton and Lance. They haven't picked a topic yet, but we have a whole bunch open in music. DJ Courageous, we'll reach out to him again. He's going to probably be on. But if you want to do any music topics, I need lots of guests. I am very far back on the music. That's the only people I have so far. Wait, did you say somebody?
I was just saying, be careful because music makes you lose control.
Music makes you lose control. He donated it to me. Shh. What? What did he donate? I missed something.
Bryce said he missed Andy's beard.
Oh, I miss Andy.
He donated it to me.
He donated it for missions. And I'm sure, that's it. Missions. But anyways, guys, we love you guys. It's going to be a fun week. Be on the lookout for some lives. Be on the lookout for Nerd Church. Be on the lookout if you're at Siege to come and take pictures and let's do some content with me and Andy, or with me and Cannon, because Andy won't be there. And I would love for you guys to come and see the service. It's gonna hopefully it's gonna be exactly what we've been praying for. So, anyways, Andy, I don't know that I have anything else to say except, August 1st and 2nd, maybe. Louisiana RetroCon in Gonzales, Louisiana. And I'll be preaching there, I guess, because Andy can't do that Sunday. I'll be preaching, it's Pokemon. I'm going to be preaching on Gotta Catch 'Em All. We're going to talk about Pokemon. So you'll get back-to-back jacks when it comes to Nerd and the Word this month. So, Prefetto Bear, like I said, come on over and visit on our side. You can come visit anytime next, in down the road. And I will throw you. Oh, I didn't do it for Retro Vault. Before, Andy, you say it, let me throw Retro Vault a bone. But tell them good night, Andy, as I'm doing that. Here we go.
Guys, it was fun tonight. Thank you, Owazrim, for being on. Thank you for everybody in the chat. But we're going to say good night like we always do. And
they're moderators.
There you go. I was trying to stall it. a little bit.
Hey, who's this? No.
We can get you out of here, whistleblower.
And
ruin the show at the 3-hour mark, man. What crazy. Anyway, all right, guys. And look, he was going to say another word with the letter S, and he just couldn't. He was going to say, subscribe to the Rushmore Show on Owazrim's channel.
He was trying to say, see you at Siege.
See you at Siege is what he was going to say. Sega Master System. And then he was going to go all top of 4 picks, one letter at a time. It was going to take a while, so we just didn't have time for that. But anyway, let's say goodnight like we always do. This is the Rushmore Show, where it's all about your top 4.
And nothing more.
Peace.